Only slightly.
Just only slightly. I'm drinking
Only
these 10% joints. These yeah, them things doing it.
I'm drinking straight.
Ladies, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, but absolutely, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm drinking straight vodka.
Okay. I'm drinking
From
straight. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, it's insane. But welcome to another fantastic, miraculous, marvelous episode of the Bozo Behavior Podcast, episode 96, man.
all of that for real.
All of that for real, man. Listen, we in this bitch, man. It's me. It's Moist. Is that? I mean, how you want to be? How you want to be referred to? When I refer to you in the third person, how do you picture it?
Uh, you know, I don't want my real name out there because I'd be doing a lot of illegal things and the government don't need to know.
Mm-hmm.
So Moist works.
I'm sure.
Even though you put my name in the description of the videos anyway, but
yeah, no,
it's the auditory, it's the hearing the name. So
because they're only checking the audio. They're
exactly
not checking what we actually write.
Alexa's always listening, so if you like say my name, you got Alexa in another room, then they got me.
We got them. But yeah, listen, man, we got plenty of folks in the house, man. We got Reef in the house.
We're here with 100,000.
I'm in here with 100,000 listeners. We got our most dedicated fan in the fucking building, man. Shout out to this nigga, man. Shout out to. Hey, matter of fact, yo, I don't even
clap it up, yo.
Yo, clap it up for Ink Smart, aka just call niggas by their goddamn code names.
Hey man, we not doxing people out here.
Yo, shout out to Splatoon, aka Ink Smart.
Splatoon.
My man Splatoon, man. So what's up, man? How everybody feeling today, man? How we feeling?
You know, man. You know, life ups and downs. You know,
how we feeling, man? You had the day off, man. How we feeling, man?
Well, you know, got my hair done. You know, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
Might wake up not alive tomorrow, but that's another thing.
I'm not sure what that got to do with you getting your hair done.
Life just be giving you ups and downs. I woke up this morning and the whole house was smelling like burning rubber.
Oh, nice.
And I went to go check the thermostat, and it said the air quality was poor, and that there were high levels of carbon dioxide and
CO2.
Which one is the bad one? Carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide?
Okay, first off, carbon monoxide will literally kill you, but carbon dioxide is probably just what you had. Maybe, I don't know.
No, it said carbon dioxide. I didn't remember which one
monoxide
was the killer one.
That's the car exhaust one.
Okay, cool. So, well then, I'm not in immediate danger of going to the great beyond.
Yeah, no,
I was thinking I would just go to sleep and just not wake up. But,
no. For air quality, I mean, you're just in the danger that probably like 70% of Americans are in.
So this is a new AC unit because the last one was broken. So I'm assuming that there's some some freon hole somewhere or some carbon dioxide lever that got switched somewhere.
New freezer.
They come into check it in the morning. Well, I'm not in immediate danger of losing my life while I go to sleep, but I really would like to stop smelling burning rubber constantly. So
yeah, new freezer.
Hope they get that fixed. Wait, how are you, man? You know, how are you?
I'm feeling good, man. I've been implementing some new systems at work. A little focus on efficiency, man.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks, man, been real solid, man. I've been busting shit down, and it's been going well at work. Personal wise, set up some doctor's appointments today and shit. Which did remind me why I haven't been to a doctor in quite some time, because boy, do I hate this shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. When they be making jokes about, men don't take care of themselves and men only go to the doctor when something's wrong, that's me.
I mean, yeah, no, it be
something
true.
going on, I just go to the hospital.
Like, it literally be true, but like,
I just have one hospital visit a year, make sure I'm good, and then we go from there.
You said, all right, what you want me to do? Some jumping jacks? I got you. I could do those.
But I recently got a general physician, so I'm making strides in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm about to give me a PC.
I'm
Can I say that? A primary care provider? I don't know if I can really. I don't want to abbreviate it like that because I know how niggas get.
when they be off that.
No, well, yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, nah, that's what I've been on, man. I know I gotta do a lot, man. I gotta see my PCP. I gotta see. I did it anyway. Damn. But I gotta
See,
see
you can't
them.
blame me because I be having them Freudian slips too.
Yeah, I don't know if Freud got much to do with this one. I don't think he ever saw his primary care provider. If he
He
did
was
it,
his
they might
own
have told
primary
him
care
something.
provider. Yeah.
For real, for real. They might have been like, bro, you did research about what?
Why
With
was
your
you
mama?
researching that?
Oh
Wait,
man.
is this tested and accredited research? How did you apply the metrics here?
He said, was there a randomized control trial? Was this an RCT? Did you have a control group?
Did you read Othello?
Me? Yeah, I read Othello.
No, I was talking about
Oh, you
Dua Lipa.
asking him? You ever heard of Othello? Oh, you have. Okay. Oh, you love it. That's interesting. Huh. I would have never guessed that. But yeah, no, I mean it is funny because it's like honestly, like I feel like setting up the doctor shit is way worse than just going. Like once you got it in motion, that shit easy. It's
Yeah,
just a matter of like, oh, you want to find a primary care physician? Oh, well,
and
watch this.
it's so annoying, especially because you gotta. First of all, I want a black doctor because a white
Yeah,
doctor is gonna
you
more
know.
than likely, not get the struggles of an African American in America.
Hmm.
And he not gonna understand why my blood pressure is so high. But so it's you already gotta narrow down the list of doctors that you want, and then you gotta find doctors that are actually take your insurance. And it's a whole annoying ass process trying to find people to line up perfectly with what you want.
Truth be told, this is gonna sound crazy. I either want a black doctor or a slightly racist doctor. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
No, I get it for sure.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Glad you
I
already
don't even gotta
understand
go
where I'm
into it.
going
I
with
get it.
this. I'm glad you understand where I'm already going with this. But for me,
That
it's
that
like
makes sense.
I want the doctor who's like, hey, so I ran some tests for sickle cell. And you're like, well, why? I didn't
Why would
mention.
you do that?
I
Oh,
didn't
because you
mention.
blacks always have
I
sickle cell, right?
I didn't mention sickle cell to you. Why did you? What was the reason for that? You can never be too sure.
Yeah.
Like people in general can never be too sure, or well, I can't be too sure. Yeah, guys like you.
That
So
is funny
I
as hell.
did
A nigga accidentally races his way into saving your life.
that. He said, "Okay, so I ran a A1C as well as a blood pressure and diabetes screening. That's weird. I said I was having ear problems. He said, no, I just figured I'd cover all our bases. And what I found was stunning. It's just like it's like what he found would change the course of his life. But nah, I need like that's what I need. Like I either need the black doctor or the slightly racist doctor. And I honestly I didn't even think about this, but like, cause like my girl was mentioning going to the doctor, and she looked up her doctor's tweets, and I was like,
I
oh,
never even thought about looking up
I
tweets where
never mind. But boy, did he,
her
boy, did
doctor
he
was on
have
some
some
nut shit.
tweets. That boy had 70,000 tweets. I said, oh, that's not a good.
Ooh,
That's
that's
not good.
never a
That's
good sign, no.
that's not good. And 70,000 tweets, and it was looking all right. And I was crying because my girl gave me like the parameters he searched for. I was She was just like, yeah, I'm about to go to your Twitter page and I'm about to search fat, just the word fat. I'm about to search the word fat bitches. I'm about to search the word bitch, then black women, then black bitches, then dark skin.
Jeez.
And I was screaming because I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad at this. Um, but I kind of knew it because I'm like, dog, old boy got 70,000 tweets, and in his bio it just smooth says, just read the damn tweets. And it's just like, you know what you getting. And then of course, a tweet from 2011. I feel like that's the golden year for niggas of this age group. Because 2011, y'all were 18.
Oh
Some of y'all
yeah.
might have been 19, maybe 20, depending on how old y'all was. And we talk old niggas, so if you younger than this, then shut your ass up. But 2011 is probably that sweet spot because I feel like a lot of like, because for some people it's 2013, but I think for the older crowd it was probably 2 years before that. And
Nigga, we were around when Twitter first came around. We were saying hellacious, gut
mhm,
wrenching things when Twitter first came out. When Twitter first came out, we were in high school.
I remember when Twitter first came out, I stayed away from it because I thought it was just like a place for debauchery. Like that's just what it felt like. Because I was just like, this remind me of like them websites I shouldn't have been on in middle school. I'm good, y'all. I'm straight. Like I'm alright. This remind me of like when you go to E-Bombs World and it's like that
Balls world.
it's like that section you're not supposed to be in, and it's just like, oh, okay. I think I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head out.
Turns out you were right.
Yeah, yeah. But nah, that's such an insane thing to think to me, like, because I would never thought about, but it's so insidious, right? Like how your doctor could dead just be online, like, yo, I hate these fat black, like, like your doctor can be online going crazy because it's like the newer age doctors, like, and I mean newer age, I mean probably like maybe 35 and under. Because I
Yeah,
feel like when once you get to like 40, 50, like those are the
them
older
niggas not
niggas. They're not.
tweeting,
Yeah, I mean, if they are tweeting, they know what to tweet. They know, like, listen,
or they wasn't tweeting back then.
you gotta catch my racism in person, nigga. Like, like you ain't catching me online. You not catching none of my nastiness on the gram. You're not catching it from a tweet 7 years ago, buddy. You have to witness it. That's the only way you gonna
Witness
catch.
me.
Yeah, you gonna have to hear me say some slick shit. Because otherwise, or you know what I mean? Like, but when a lot of 35 and under niggas, it's like, and you see this across industries too, like not just like a lot of health professionals are having this issue, right? Where it's just like, and think about, I mean, we talked about this when we, mentioned the therapists who had that issue, like professionalism and in health professionals. And I think it's one of those things where like it's tough because you are a person just like the rest of us are. So silly shit you think, the dumbass shit we think, y'all think it too. I don't
Yeah,
think y'all are immune from that. I don't think because y'all know enough about health and about the health disparities and like I don't think that exempts you from just having nasty thoughts, viewpoints, and all of that shit. And it's just like, but it's also that thing where like y'all are held to a higher standard for reasons. I understand the reasons. But I think it eventually comes full circle because you kind of get to a point to where you realize like you can never just be on Twitter tweeting freely. Like you're not allowed to do it. Like I have a job where I personally don't make the decision to act the fuck up on Twitter, but I wholeheartedly believe I probably could, and it really wouldn't be that big of an issue. But it's like if I'm someone's doctor or their therapist or their nurse or any of these healthcare professional fields, like dog, nigga, if they see my tweet, nigga, I could lose a license, which would mean
yeah.
6 years down the drain, 8 years of my life down the drain. And that's the other part where it's just like, nigga, you lose your license, then what? Nigga, you gotta make a full
Cook.
pivot.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta
you
make a
can't do
full
no more
pivot.
shit in that industry. You
You
done.
gotta start, hey, look, you gotta start podding for real. Like, you just gotta start podding.
This is
Like,
the
you gotta,
war for everybody. Listen, this is how we got here.
nigga lose their license and immediately, okay. Ladies, you on a first date with a nigga, right? Like, you don't got no other choice because what the fuck you finna do? Bitch, you better go to Walmart. Shitting me? Better unpack them trucks for $18 an hour, nigga. They hiring.
I'm
Let
not
Jeff
gonna hold you. I'm not going from being a doctor to packing trucks at Walmart. That's just
or going from being an RN to working at Target, bro. I would slaughter myself.
yeah.
Or going from being an RN to working at like in like a warehouse.
What they say, death before dishonor.
I'm screaming. But nah, it's just so funny because it's like obviously we all know, like human to human, like nigga, the healthcare professionals that treat me are no different than I am. Like, so they're gonna say, think, and all have they got all types of wild shit and biases and this and that. But it's just like you are part of a profession where, baby, you simply cannot say that shit. You cannot ever voice and give credence to any of these thoughts.
You
Like,
can think whatever you want, but
yeah. And I mean, it's definitely partially unfair, but it's also one of those things where, like, nigga, you signed up for a field that's gonna pay you well, and the prestige, right? Prestige that comes with this, because prestige is a big part of this, right? Like, I could work at McDonald's and make the same. Like, let's say I work at McDonald's, and for some silly ass reason, I make the same amount of money that a therapist running a private practice does. We know whose job is considered more prestigious than the other. It doesn't matter whether we can make the same dollar amount, same benefits. We both work 40 hours a week. Hell, you might work less than I do, but your job will still always be seen as more prestigious than me. And people fail to realize with that prestige comes some of those long like the historical connotations of what
Yeah,
prestigious means, or
this
what
person is supposed to act a
professionalism.
certain way just because
Right, like
that's
I have a
how they do.
whole blueprint of how y'all supposed to move. The nigga who works at McDonald's, he's a nigga working at McDonald's. I don't care if he makes 80,000. He's a guy who works at McDonald's for a career. So like him talking wild, okay, fine, whatever. You work at McDonald's, just serve me my fucking McChicken, nigga. I don't care. But it's like, oh, well, you're in charge of my health. You talking wild is a little bit different. Like, you saying some dark skin shit is a little, it's significantly different than the guy serving me a number 7. So I mean, it's like, I get it, but it's definitely like, it's tough. Like, because to me, it's not a problem when you are just a bigot, right? When you're just a nasty nigga, like, oh, I hate fat women and I hate that. Nigga, you are a doctor. What the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, like, nigga, that I don't ever want to hear that thought leave your fucking mouth if you're a doctor, nigga. If you're a therapist, nigga, because your patients will be fat.
Yeah,
Like, just a guarantee, one of them at least will be, and then they'll keep being like, no, 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 no. But it's also, but that's when it's extreme, right? When you're talking about just everyday shit that me and you will say to each other. Like, there's a lot of in between shit where it's like, no one cares when the guy who works in tech says it. No one cares when a football player says it. No one cares when, you know what I'm saying? But like, let your therapist say that. Let a nurse say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let some of those folks say the same shit. Like, it's immediately like, yo, yeah, nah, pack her up for me, please.
and it's interesting. Like, this is actually a really good idea. I never thought to look up tweets because a lot of these doctors already hate fat people. Like, you hear so many stories
Mm-hmm.
of people going to the doctor and having all types of issues, and the doctor be like, "Well, you wouldn't be having these issues if you just lost weight."
Well, I mean,
These
damn, you know what I'm about to say, bitch. Wilson. Nah, let me chill. Let me
so
chill. Let me
like,
chill.
if you can screen that out and look up tweets, that's a gold mine. That's smart as hell right there. Let me just save myself the time. Is this doctor gonna call me fat? Yes. All right, next doctor.
Where you see his bio, you're like, oh, American flag and the Nigerian flag.
Oh, buddy, you are in for it.
Oh, it's not looking good. He said, all right, let me start with dark skin. Let me just start with dark skin. He said, let me start there. Because
It
that's the
goes
other thing.
back to what you said. I would rather have a racist doctor than an American Nigerian doctor that's gonna fucking fry me the whole time. You know this nigga views are off the wall, unchained.
Yeah. And plus, with where I'm at, like, realizing the power of advocacy when you go to the doctor, because that's the other thing. Like, you can go to any doctor, black, white, Latino, Asian, it don't matter. Like, you can go to any doctor you want. If you don't advocate for yourself, nigga, the black doctor might not do right by you. Just
Right.
because they don't understand your specific situation. Because, nigga, I might be a doctor with an X amount of patients. I only get an X amount of time with you every time I see you. So I'm looking at a chart, I'm looking at what you're telling me, and I'm coming up with something on the spot, but you're living it. Your lived experience will always trump what the hell I figured out in 20 minutes. But unfortunately, some doctors, you already know, nigga, I'm the professional here. I went to school and I did all this shit, so I know best what niggas like you need. So I don't understand why you push back on what I'm saying when it's like, nigga, you have known me for all of 13 fucking minutes. Like, nigga, I'm sorry. I know my body and myself better than you would. Like, I don't care if you can tell me, you can put words to it and jargon to it and give me the specifics of what my issues may be. But nigga, I'm the expert in what living in this body is like. So it's
That's why
just
I like
like,
all the tips I see on Twitter where people are like, if a doctor's not doing what you want them to do, then ask them to mark it down on the chart that they're not doing it.
mm-hmm.
And then they change that tune immediately as soon as
Yeah. Can you make a note that I asked you to do that and you just deferred? Can you make that note? And nigga said,
Fine, here,
All right,
nigga.
bro.
All right,
I'll call him.
man.
I'll call him, yo. Oh my God, son. This nigga's pissed. I hate you, fat niggas. Like he said, what'd you say? I I hate you, black. No. I hate fat.
Somehow that's worse.
Fat black. Yeah, somehow that's worse. Like he's just. That's another word that goes. Yo, look. Just listen. We don't got no more time left, so just call me if you need anything, because I'm finna head out.
You blacks are always so difficult to work with.
So demanding and aggressive.
You know what's crazy? It's 2023 and there's still hella doctors out there that believe shit like black people feel less pain or black people's bones are more dense. All types of crazy shit.
Not the bone density, doctor.
That's some shit you hear from like Jim Crow in 1930. And niggas believe it.
Nigga just like, man, look, I know you got them extra 16 bones. You like 16 bones.
Yeah,
I
because
have
the bones from your tail migrated into your legs. That's why you're so
bones
fast.
from your tail.
I mean, hey, we gotta get fast somehow.
He said your little sand bones.
Sand bones.
Them boys is ape light. Hey, y'all boys is ape free edition. All right, man. Well, enough about doctors and the woes of old niggas. What we got on this agenda, man? Where you want to start? I'm about to mute myself for about 30 seconds. So you let me know where you want to start and take it away.
All right, let me look at this agenda.
I won't mute myself until you pick the topic.
I guess I could do my bathroom story since you're gonna mute yourself.
Yeah, go ahead. Bathroom story. Go ahead.
All right, so I was at work yesterday in the bathroom. Just got done replastering one of the stalls, as one does. I go to wash my hands. This guy walks into the bathroom. Before the door even closes, he is already unzipping his pants and pulling his dick out as he's walking to the urinal. He gets around the corner to the urinals, sees that there's three guys there. I guess he realized that he miscalculated, but instead of putting his dick away and waiting, he just stands there behind three guys with his dick in his hand. I don't know what happened after that because I walked out, but I just don't understand what goes through niggas' heads, bro.
What? No, hold on. Okay. So, okay, wait. So you're P, correct?
No. I was washing my hands. I was already done.
Okay, so
peeing.
you already finished. So you have a bird's eye view of this all. Okay, gotcha.
I was at the sink, so he comes to the door, walks past me. He's already unzipped his pants and pulled his dick out. Walks past me, and the way the bathroom is set up, there's a corner you have to walk around to get to the urinals. All the urinals are in use. There's only three, so he just stands behind the three niggas with his dick in his hand.
And this is at work, you said?
Yeah, this is.
See, now if you told me this was in a club, I would believe you, and this wouldn't be as funny. But when you tell me this is at work, now I'm confused because it's like...
I guess the thought process was we're all guys, we all seen a dick before. I gotta go. I gotta get my shit ready right now. That's the only thing I think of. Like, I really want to know what some niggas be thinking. What goes through their heads, man? Like, what would cause you? It's amazing to me.
Holy. Okay. That brother is bad to the bone. What is he? What is he cooking? What was he cooking?
I think it was an alpha male display. I think he was trying to show dominance. Honestly, that's a Sigma.
Oh man, a show of I mean, I don't know. I feel like you holding your meat in your hand and waiting doesn't give dominance to me. That is funny as hell.
I kind of wish I stayed because I want to know what happened when one of the three niggas finished pissing and turned around and saw the dude just standing there.
Now, and,
Mm,
and that's the crazy part because what I will say is I've absolutely walked into a bathroom in such a rush that the meat is pre-prepped to come out like
exactly.
basically
Yeah.
the instant I get in there. But once I
Exactly.
recognize there are three people in the stall, the meat never shows itself. You'll never get a glimpse. Like it, it doesn't it doesn't find its way out. I'm just this nigga was sitting there with the he was slapping his meat on his hand like the
And what you just said, it makes sense. That's what I'm thinking. Like he was just in such a rush to go that he had to get everything prepared so we could just
fucking
strip
just
the
go.
porcelain off the urinal. But it was niggas there.
Oh man. Nah, I think the only thing I've ever had like that where like I've been at a party before and I'm in a bathroom and a dude knocks. Now, granted, the door's not locked, but I'm just smacked out of my mind. So I don't even think to tell them that. And they knock. I don't even say a word because I'm just smacked.
Right.
Like, and I'm not even in there throwing up or nothing. Like, I'm literally in there pissing. And then after I piss, I'm just like taking a few minutes to collect myself. And I'm just like like I got that like so I peed, sitting down of course because I'm spanked like, and then I get up and when I tell you I got up, put the seat down, and then put the like the cover of the toilet down, and then sat on the cover because I'm just smacked like I just need a seat, yo. I just need to sit
Just gotta
somewhere,
sit down somewhere. My
and
head's
I just
smelling.
I wash my face and everything. I was cooked, and then so the nigga knocked maybe like 2 minutes later or 2 minutes after before that. And so I don't hear him knock. I just assumed he went somewhere else. And then next thing I know, the door flies open and it's this nigga, not with his meat in his hand, but boy, is he at the belt. And I'm just like, oh, I'm sitting
He
on the
getting
toilet. This
ready.
is
He
not
finna
good.
piss in your lap.
He looks straight at me, doesn't say a word, and then immediately runs to the shower and pisses in the shower. Just
He,
instinctively hops right in there, hops in it while he's pissing.
he
Like
had to go bad.
he hopped in the shower, 2 feet, hopped in the shower, and then like not in the shower, but in the bathtub, and immediately just starts pissing about. Oh, like
Oh, it was
to
one
the,
of them. Oh
to the
yeah.
point to where I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of here now. Like now,
This nigga moaning.
this nigga commandeered the bathroom. Like niggas, oh man. Oh, I'm like, all right, bro, you
Come
got
on,
it.
dog. It's another
Yeah,
man
and the
sitting
worst part
right
is
here.
I didn't even wash my hands yet. Like I just left. Like, yo, you got it. This is your room. I left. And then this nigga comes out the bathroom and he see me and he just starts shaking his head like, hey man.
When you gotta go, right?
Hey man. I'm like, bro, whatever, bro. Get out the bathroom so I can wash my hands, yeah. This nigga burst in and without a second thought, pissed straight in somebody's bathtub.
You ever have a situation where you're in a restroom and then somebody walk in and comment while you're shitting, and somebody walks in and comments on you shitting? Like
Mm,
I was actually at a funeral home in the bathroom taking a shit.
not a
Um,
funeral home.
I I guess the guy
Yo,
didn't
you a
know I was
sick
in there.
nigga for shitting at a funeral home. Yeah. I
Yo,
just like,
what?
yeah.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. What?
Nah, yo, you supposed to shit before you get there, yeah.
Yo,
You're not.
sometimes you don't got the choice.
You was raw dogging seats.
I always roll down seats. I wipe
Uh,
I
uh,
wipe it down with toilet paper, but
ah!
I can't sit on toilet paper. It feels weird. Or them little
Them
paper
little sheets,
sheet.
Yeah.
Them sheets are trash.
I
First off,
hate those things, but yeah, I'll be using them bitches.
but
I'll be double stacking them.
double stack it up.
The worst part is when you double stack them though, and like there's the push through part where like the
Yeah,
actual get a little funny with the shit get a little funny with the push through. Shit got a little more resistance than normal.
what was
But
up? Damn.
go
What
ahead.
was, oh yeah, so he walks to the bathroom.
Yeah, so
I'm
you at the
still
funeral
shitting.
home with this dead nigga, and
You
you
don't
decided
gotta mention it's a funeral home again.
so this nigga's dying, right?
So I'm shitting. I'm under the. He doesn't know that I'm shitting. He thinks somebody already shit and just blew the bathroom up. So he's like, "God damn!" And this is gonna sound fake, but this nigga said, "I know it's a funeral home, but why it smell like a dead body?" He turned the light off and slammed the door and walked off.
I'm
While I was
screaming.
still in there shitting. He turned the light off on me, so I'm just in the dark now, shitting by myself.
Nah, low key, yo. Low key.
You about to
And
say
I
something like them
and
night
I
shits,
can't
them
and
dark
I
shits?
can't say too much
Oh,
because I
man.
know they gonna come get me. You know, the lights are optional. The lights are optional, and I'll leave it there.
I've taken a bunch of showers in the dark.
I've only taken a shower in the dark once because my power literally went out while I was in the shower.
Well,
I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
like
get
it.
out. I'm gonna finish the
I
shower.
certainly didn't like that at all, though.
Well, you scared? You little scaredy boy in the dark?
Not even scared. I was literally
You was
washing my
startled
hair. I
because
was
of just.
washing my hair while it happened. So you already know,
Oh
like
man,
when your face covered, you can't open your eyes. And then I opened my eyes and it still pitch
it's
black. And
still. Oh yeah, I would have been
I was
terrified.
like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why? Who turned the
That's
lights off here? Like I was mad confused. I got out, and then once I hit the hallway, I'm like, oh, okay. No, we just lost. It's candles lit. I'm sorry.
it's a little different than willingly getting in the shower in the dark. Like you turn the lights off yourself and opening your eyes to still darkness. That would be terrifying.
I guess so. I mean, I think you just not scared of the little creatures that be in the dark. So maybe that's what it is.
You can't just say that like it's a normal thing. What creatures?
Literally the ones that be there in the dark.
It's the bathroom goblins.
It's the bathroom goblin. It's the clothes on my chair goblin.
It's closing the chair, God.
It's all of those. I remember when I was a kid, boy. I used to have to clean my chair off for bed because I remember if I
You
look at
always
that
think it's
bed
a
while
nigga
I'm
sitting
sleeping,
there.
there's a name for that phenomena. I forgot what it's called. But like seeing faces and like piles of clothes or some shit.
It's a known thing like that to a point where it's
Oh yeah. It's like a whole it's literally there's a description for it. I forgot what the name of it. What it's called.
I know
It's like you know how like German niggas got a name for everything. Like it's like one of them
yeah,
shits. Like
it's the Leaper Schlitzenhausen effect.
the leapers. The what?
I'm sure that those are not words, but
He said the leapers. Schnitzen. Ah,
Schlitzenhausen.
Schnitzenhausen. Oh man, I'm like that's remember when I was like I forgot what niggas was on Twitter. Somebody was doing like German translations or something. It was like it's the pooping
The
shit and farting.
pooping shit. I would never forget that
And
shit.
real German niggas was so
They were
sick.
so mad,
That's
yo.
that's not what it's called. Stop doing that.
Pooping shit and fart.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's not the pooping shit and fart. Like, go ahead, tell me what it really is. That shit
I
kill me.
don't know why German is such a funny language. Like, imagine just, das Poop.
Nah, man.
Yo, German is such a funny language, bro.
And
Oh
the
man.
crazy thing is, I'm literally looking at poop, right? I translated poop to German. That shit is kake, like
Oh,
CACKE.
I prefer pooping. I think pooping is funnier.
Let's see. The German for sweetie pie is Schnooky. Wait, Schnooky Putzi.
When you put the angry tone behind it, you sound like you shouldn't be putting the angry tone behind it.
Some languages are like that because I know Vietnamese. Like I remember when I used to hear Vietnamese, I used to think like, oh, they getting into it, but like it just be
Them
they
niggas
just
just
be
saying "I love you."
it simply be speech.
It simply be speech.
It just be niggas talking to each other. Like
Yeah, Russian is like that for me. I be thinking Russian niggas are just angry when they be chatting. They just, I mean, you got to be mad if your language can put an APYR together like it's just nothing. Y'all got backwards R's and like it's a lot of shit going on.
I know y'all sick. All right. So what else we got on this list, man? We got let's see the
Well,
placebo effect. What's that about?
this shit pissed me off,
I
right?
mean the placebo effect certainly does exist, but what's that about?
I got an air filter a few months ago.
Hmm.
Um, and I read the instructions and everything, and I just plugged it in. And I've been thinking my room has had such good air quality for the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
I got a notification that was time to change the filter. So I order a filter from Amazon. I take it out of the box. I open up the air filter, and the filter that is inside of it was in plastic. So I,
Yeah, that
for the
happens.
last 3 months, I've been thinking, oh my god, my room's my allergies are better. Got such good air quality. This shit ain't been working for 3 months. I mean, it just made me think placebo effect is real. I really thought I was healthy. I was getting some good air, but no, still the same dingy, dusty ass air.
Damn. Nah, it do be like that though. Like that shit is dead, dead true. But like, that's funny as hell.
I was mad as fuck. Well, at least now I got more time for I got two air filters brand new, so that's a positive.
That's what's up. We got them on sale too from Fat Kid Deals.
I've never bought anything from Fat Kid Deals, but I still have notifications on for them.
Oh really? Oh man, I be wearing that shit out.
I haven't seen anything that I wanted from them. Like the deals they be posting is stuff that I don't really have a need for. But I know one day one of them Fat Kid Deals gonna come in clutch. That's all I'm waiting for.
Did you see that video of that underwater diver with that ugly ass fish that was fucking with him?
He was like opening a clam and the fish was like staring at it,
Yeah, the fish was like an inch away from the clam. Like, what he on?
and then
Apparently, that guy, the backstory, that guy's known that fish for 30 years.
oh, I probably heard this story before, but I've never seen the fish. I've heard a
Yeah,
story of the dude that like has friends with a fish and goes to see him like every summer. Oh,
yeah,
so that's cool.
yeah. Apparently, there was one time she was injured, and he came down every day for 10 straight days to feed her crabs. I'm like,
That's
oh, that's your man's, that's your girl, in fact.
y'all married. Y'all like each other. That's cool. I love when humans form bonds with animals like that. Animals in the wild specifically, because niggas form bonds with cats and dogs every day. But I love seeing niggas bond with like tigers or crocodiles or some shit.
I seen a nigga. You know what's crazy? Like the amount of just random violence I've seen on Twitter has like skyrocketed, yo. Like I
Like
just seen a nigga get his
niggas
arm bit
fighting.
off by a gator yesterday, and I'm like, what is going on?
I've I'm not seeing too many videos of niggas getting attacked by animals, but I follow a couple pages on Instagram that are like nature is horrifying or how metal is this nature, and it's like animals ripping each other apart. But I haven't seen no nigga get their leg snapped off by a snapping turtle yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
That's the world we live
not even just animals. Like with like just in general, like everybody.
in. Just more fight videos, more niggas getting gunned down by the police.
I've just seen so many like I've seen people getting boomed in the chest just randomly. I'm like, oh, that's what happens in this video. Okay, Twitter's just gonna show me whatever now. Hear you?
That's Elon's Twitter now.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Scouring the Google News to see. Oh, okay, let's see. Weight discrimination is banned by New York City. I'm sure that will solve the issue.
I'm
Uh,
I don't think that's gonna solve the issue.
no, it won't. I don't think so either. Let me see. Let me see. Don't care. Don't
Do you
care.
know if there's a class action lawsuit yet for this DoorDash shit? I guess we might as well talk
Um,
about that, but
yeah, actually, yeah. We might as well get into that. Now, right? So, I don't know. Okay, not the New York Post. There was a class action settlement reached. Huh.
oh, hold on now, I need to be a part of that.
That might be something different though. Let me see that. So we reached okay, I don't know what this is. This was on January 2022, so this must be a different lawsuit. But yeah, so for the people who don't know, there is a lawsuit out that accuses DoorDash of charging iPhone users more for identical orders. Oh, so apparently, right? A class action lawsuit claims that DoorDash uses delivery fees to systemically charge iPhone
Systemically,
users more than others.
iPhone users are oppressed like black people, yo. We got systemic iPhone racism by DoorDash.
Yeah, so basically, specifically, the suit claims that DoorDash misleads and defrauds customers by making its delivery fee seem related to distance or demand, even though none of it goes to the delivery person. That sounds probably right. Offering an
Mm.
express option that implies faster delivery, but then changing the word to priority in billing so it is not held to delivery times. Oh, that's just classic cheating.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen that one. I've never clicked the express option for that real reason because I'm just
I
like,
don't
you
need it.
can't guarantee me anything. I
Right.
know you can't. So why would I ever pay $3 extra for what? Maybe the hope that this gets here quicker? No.
I'm
Uh
paying for hopes and prayers.
Charging an expanded range delivery fee that seems based on distance, but is really based on a restaurant's subscription level and demand. And that makes sense
Oh,
because
you
I've
niggas.
paid an expanded range delivery fee for a restaurant that was like 2 miles from me. And I was just like, bro, y'all are covering shit 5 and 6 miles from me. This restaurant's right there.
This is some nutty shit. These niggas deserve this shit. I know
I think,
all these companies got shitty business practices,
oh,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially niggas like this, to where it's like DoorDash is so ingrained into people's everyday lives. Like, and people fail to realize once companies get that level of like access, it's very rare that they'll ever do this the right way. Like, whether it's
yeah.
Amazon, whether it's fucking Microsoft, Sony, Facebook, Instagram, it doesn't matter who, Twitter, it doesn't matter who it is. When you get this much access and people are this dependent on your service to the point to where it's like niggas ain't gonna stop ordering DoorDash. They don't have a choice. They're just gonna keep ordering this shit because niggas need lunch 5 days a week. So they're gonna, you know what I mean? They're not making their own lunch at home. They're not packing their lunch. They're gonna order your shit 5 days. So what else? Some more claims. DoorDash allegedly added an undisclosed 99-cent marketing fee paid by the customer rather than the restaurant to promote menu items that customers add to their carts. Now,
Now, how the fuck the customer paying for marketing?
I don't know if I've ever seen this. I don't know what this fee is, so I can't speak to it.
They hit some niggas
Obscuring
over the head. Oh my god.
obscuring minimum order amounts attached to its zero fee Dash Pass memberships and coupon offers. Obscuring minimum order amounts attached. Okay, gotcha. And generally manipulating Dash Pass subscriptions to appear like substantial savings when a company is engineering fees to seem reduced. Listen, of these one, two, three, of these six claims, I've personally seen that last one. I wholeheartedly believe that. The expanded range delivery fee, I believe. The express one, I believe. And probably even the delivery fee one, I believe. I can't speak to the marketing fee. I've never seen that. And the one about obscuring minimum order amounts, I see the minimum order amounts. I don't know. I don't know what they're getting at with that one. But basically, this guy did a bunch of tests. He placed orders from Panera, Chipotle, and Chick-fil-A on an iPhone and then on an Android. And he did 4 tests. No, wait, hold on. He did 2 tests to begin with, then did 4 more tests, so 6 total. And he found that the iPhone user was charged $5 more despite being closer to a different Panera than the Android user.
$5. That's not nothing to sneeze at. It'd be one
Uh,
thing. It's like a 30-cent difference.
yeah, where if it's one thing, it's just a $1 difference. Like, but the iPhone user was shown a discounted delivery fee despite paying $2 more. They were charged more than they were for the same order than while logged into the Android device, and they received less of a discount with their Dash Pass account than another Android user ordering from the same place with the same address. Huh.
Jesus.
So obviously, there's a bunch of surveys that suggest that iPhones tend to attract higher income buyers, have a higher usage share among people with money, and spend twice as much money on apps. So that's probably the
The thought process behind this.
alleged reasoning, yeah, behind like because we know like obviously there's no real correlation between like iPhone and I got it. Like nigga, there are people who are barely making it who are paying like for their You know what I mean? They have the now shit on their phone plan, so it's not that much.
Nigga, I've been damn near homeless with an iPhone 6S.
Yeah, where iPhone 6S is the phone of choice for homeless niggas, for real.
The rose gold one at that too.
Mm-hmm. That's exact one I had.
Yes, sir. Solidarity.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Now there was a DoorDash settlement last year. Um,
We're
so
that stay on some nut
this
shit, apparently.
this was for delivery drivers specifically. Um, so it's not a surprise that like y'all was, you know, taken from the drivers. Then y'all got a suit for that, so now y'all had to chill out with that. So guess what? I'm gonna pass it on to you niggas. And not to
This
mention,
is
I
sick
wholeheartedly believe
shit.
they were probably doing this the whole time. It just got progressively worse and worse and worse and worse until it's like, all right, well, I can't ignore it anymore, nigga. Like, yeah, this is nasty though. Especially when it's just like, bro, just charge me the same amount, bro. Like, you know, it's so many games being played, so many algorithms. Like, I believe all these things when they say this because it's like with all these algorithms and this and that, like you can always track like, oh, people will spend more money when I tell them this, when I show them this, when I. So it's like you're always gonna go with something that's gonna end up corrupted because it's like, nigga, your numbers will always dictate that you should be jugging the people. So yeah, I mean.
Listen, when that class action lawsuit come up, I need to
I
be on
want
that.
parts. Yeah, I
I
want
want
parts. I
parts.
be on DoorDash crazy. I want parts.
I used to be on DoorDash crazy. I haven't been for like a year and a half now. I've been using Uber Eats and Postmates, but I used to be on DoorDash quite a bit.
Yeah, a lot of them just don't meet my like. I don't know. Like it just be one of them
A lot
things
of
where
what
like,
delivery apps.
yeah, a lot of delivery apps. It's just when I look at some of the fees on some of the because I do pay for Dash Pass, and it's like I think I just compare like I'd have to cancel Dash Pass, get your version of whatever that is, and I don't know, you know what I mean. And I can't see the benefits until I get there, so it's just like,
I used to pay for all of them at the same time because each
you're sick.
restaurant would have restaurants only at that app. So like I would only go to DoorDash for Cheesecake Factory because it's not on Postmates or Uber Eats or Grubhub.
Oh yeah, you're
So
sick.
I mean now I only pay for Grubhub. I got that for free for a year because I got Amazon Prime.
Mm.
I don't pay for DoorDash anymore, so I only have Uber Eats Pass right now.
Hey,
So
shit, I got Amazon Prime. Hold up.
you didn't hear about that? That was a whole thing not too long ago. I think Reef said he got it too.
Yo, what the fuck, man? Grubhub, Amazon, man. I'm gonna look, keep talking. I'm gonna look this shit up right now. Fucking they talking about?
You've been missing out for months now. I
Hey,
think.
that's cool. I got a year. Don't play with me.
I wonder if it's. What if the promotion is dead?
It ain't. I'm on Amazon right fucking now. You're crazy.
Hey, let's go, yo. Yeah,
Crazy as
see,
hell.
I look out for my niggas, yo. You see, you glad I told you that, yo? That's what I'm here
That's
for.
thank you for that.
Yeah, you know, no problem, man.
Yeah, activate the for free, baby. Yes, sir.
See, niggas learn some new shit
Let's
every
go.
day,
I got
yo.
some man.
Yeah.
I'm ordering Grubhub tonight, nigga. It's like, nah, I don't think I have any money, so
I'll order Grubhub in your stead.
appreciate it. You gonna
Yeah,
send it
you
to
know,
my house, or
solidarity.
you just gonna eat it?
I probably just eat it. That's what I was thinking, but
That's what I was thinking.
that's cool with you. I was just gonna kind of eat it, but
But yeah, what was you saying?
uh, no, I think I was done. Yeah, put me on that class action lawsuit for real. Fuck DoorDash, yo. All my homies hate DoorDash now that we've learned they got these terrible business practices.
Mm-hmm. It don't shock me. It really does not shock me,
No,
man.
I'm not
So
shocked at all. I wouldn't be shocked if any of these companies it came out that they were all terrible. Because I'm sure they are terrible and cut corners any way they can, wherever they can.
Mm-hmm. Speaking, that's New York Post. Never mind. Bro. Is there any way to make it so that shit never shows up to me? Yeah, fucking hate these niggas. I guess we can talk about Netflix, right?
We can. Um, how much do we? How much time do we want to spend on it? Other than they,
Nah, not too much.
yeah, because I mean they cut off. How does this shit work though? Because I saw something that said like you can't share passwords, but you can still sign in on the go on different devices. How can they tell if it's a device linked to your account or if you share the password with somebody else?
So I don't know. Um, truthfully, because I haven't seen too much on like how they're actually going to implement fully. I just know they have a password sharing ban. But let me look. Da-da-da. Cracking down on password sharing. Yeah, we don't give a fuck. Let's see. So apparently, people who share a Netflix account without a household viewer should expect to get an email informing them. So then, when you share an account with people within the same household, it won't be affected whether they are at home or traveling. Which I don't even like it. Like, why should Netflix need to know that where I'm traveling and whether I'm at home? Like, what the fuck
Yeah,
are y'all talking about?
exactly.
But the ban won't disappear for good, but the ability to do it for free has come to an end. Now Netflix is charging accounts an extra $8 a month if users plan to share access without a house out of household viewers. Literally, the most basic non-ad supported account is currently $10 a month. So you want basically niggas to pay the price of an account to share their account. So to
Suck dick.
avoid paying the shared password fee due to an account, they encourage profile owners to change their password or signing out of all devices. If you want to add extra members to their account, specifically those who don't live in an account, they can buy an extra member for $8 a month. Oh, so just one member? Um,
So you gotta pay for multiple members. You're not paying for the ability to share the password. You're paying. So if you want seven niggas, you gotta pay $48 or some shit.
bro, I don't know, but it said
No,
Netflix
these
standard monthly package is $15.49, which means adding one extra user results in a near 50% increase.
these niggas are out of their fucking. They're out of their cotton picking mind.
Yeah, like, like bro, I'm stealing your shit. I promise you. Like I already got a way around this. I can't speak too freely, but it's over with. You're chopped. You're done.
If
You're
I
done.
even see Netflix charge me an extra $8, I'm calling my bank, reversing their charge, and canceling Netflix within
Reverse that
5 minutes.
canceling Netflix, and writing a despicable letter.
And I'm adding y'all on Twitter saying that y'all did some crazy shit to get y'all canceled.
Yeah, and honestly, I just think this is a really lame way to do it. Um, if I had to think about how, because my thing is obviously they're trying to do all this because they're trying to improve their revenue and da 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 and all of that shit. But my problem is like Netflix is not a revenue generating thing. It's like Twitter.
Y'all been in debt
It's like
for
social
most of
media.
y'all
Yeah, it's like
existence.
a lot of these social media things where like it's about just growing as a company. It has nothing to do with profitability. Like and that's the part where that kind of pisses me off about like the market sometimes or just businesses sometimes because it's like you will spend 8, 9, 10 years being non-profitable at no point. At no point. And then now suddenly we've got to make money. For what? You spent 10, 11 years building your empire, not making a fucking dime every year. Now suddenly you got to make a ton of money or what? Like I don't even understand that.
Yeah,
That
big
shit
on the
makes no.
or what? Is Netflix gonna go under? No.
Yeah, oh, your little shareholders will get mad. Like I'm just like, bro, this market shit is so fucking fake, yo, so fugazi, nigga. Because I promise you, you niggas are gonna get cooked by the cancellations and the downgrades. Like,
Yeah, like there is like I don't
like,
know what the subscription rate of Netflix is, but there is a very small, like less than 10% of niggas that are actually gonna pay to add niggas on.
yeah. And my thing is the amount of niggas who just simply won't be using your shit. Like, it's gonna get bad.
Nigga, every first off, whatever movies Netflix has or TV shows, you can find it somewhere else. So and even Netflix exclusives you can find online. So I mean, there's
Yeah,
no reason for y'all service.
yeah, no, that's shot.
I might cancel my Netflix just off principle because y'all pissed me off.
Oh yeah, nah. I already did. So
Yeah, this nigga was quick with it.
once I even heard they was floating this password sharing idea, I'm like, they eventually gonna settle on it, and I'm gonna be long gone before they do. Not to mention, like I said, I already got, I got my alternative. I simply will not speak freely, but it's over with, nigga. That shit's chopped. You niggas
Yeah,
will
no,
never
it's
catch
fun.
me. Damn, y'all niggas paying for Netflix. Not to mention, it's like, boy, what do y'all got on there? Especially with this writing strike, baby. All the shit I want to watch ain't coming for a little while. So truth be told, y'all don't have shit. I'm not paying you a dime, nigga.
Yeah, honestly, I already seen the shit that I wanted to see. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure season ended. I am waiting for Baki next season, but I'll watch that shit online.
Yeah, I'm
Fuck
about to say
Netflix.
you can find that somewhere. I promise you. I'm sure
I
you know
know, I
where to
know,
find
I
it.
can.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
I
So it's
know.
like it's chopped. You're cooked for that, buddy. I just wanted to watch it on your little app, but it's
For the
fine.
convenience, just because
Yeah, just because it's more convenient, but it's
all of these
fine.
streaming services, I have an app for. I mean, not an app. I have a site for movies, anime, TV shows, for whatever I want to see. But these apps are just for convenience because sometimes I don't want to be on my phone or I don't want to be on my laptop. I want to lay in bed and watch shit on my TV on the big screen. It's all just for convenience. So the minute you make it not convenient, it's over.
Yeah, word. Don't ever slap my wallet and then take away the convenience too. Like, don't ever do
Yeah,
both.
nah,
Like, you
bro.
can't do both, Brody. So have you heard about this Project Q thing from Sony?
Project Q. What is that?
So Project Q is a new portable remote play device for the PS5.
Oh yeah, that was in the Sony showcase.
Okay, cool. I
They
did
showed us
not watch
something.
the Sony showcase. So actually, you know what? Let's just get into this showcase now then. Because I
You,
didn't watch it and I need to recap on it anyway.
I was gonna say, did you want to pull up like a list since you didn't watch it, and
Oh, you
I'll
know I
just
will.
talk about what I liked
Yeah, you
and
know I will.
yeah.
Damn, I gotta enter my date of birth. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into here. So one of the first things was the Project Q, which is the little fake stream deck. You know, Oh, okay. Sony's got official wireless earbuds with lossless audio. I don't want fucking wireless earbuds to play a video game on.
Yeah, well, first off, I literally have AirPods in my ears that my overhead headphones cover, so I'm like watching a video or listening to music while I'm playing. So I'm not about to use
Mm-hmm.
Sony earbuds because that takes away what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've got no need
Um,
for that.
and as far as the mobile thing that Sony has, I like it. I think that it would be fun and it's a good idea, but I don't know when I would use it because if I'm not at home, I'm doing something. If I'm not
Yeah,
at home, I'm
I
at
think
work.
I think that's the only thing. Like that's my problem, right? Like with the Switch, with all these other devices, I can see the very blatant use for it outside of the house. My issue with this is that this like this is essentially a backbone to me. Is it not? Like this is something I would use in the house, but it's like I'm not gonna leave my PS5 on all day and go somewhere else. And I just that's not really.
Does the PlayStation need to be on? They didn't say that
I
during
think
the
it
video
does.
showcase.
Well,
They
not
just
for
said
this.
you
I
could
don't know about.
wirelessly
I don't know
play
about for this.
PSN games.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know for the backbone it has to be on, and I would assume just based on how this works, I don't know how you would access the games without it being on unless this is a separate handheld device. But I don't think it is. I think this is just
It
like sort of a remote play device.
I thought it was like Xbox's thing where they have the little controller that you connect to your phone, but it looks like it is a separate device.
So what I'm seeing is this is literally from the PlayStation website. They're saying the Project Q device for playing games installed on your PS5 and streamed over Wi-Fi. So your PS5 probably has to be on if you're streaming.
Okay, yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Like it would have to be. So I would imagine it's really the same thing as a backbone. So then there comes the whole thing where apparently this thing has 4 hours of battery life.
That's it? What?
Now it includes all of the haptic feedback, adaptive trigger technology, 8-inch LCD
You can
screen.
save all that shit for more battery life. I know a lot of niggas, Reef included, that don't even like the haptic feedback and turn the shit off.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. But my problem is How have we had all these technological advances and battery technology is still dog shit? We got to figure something out. We got to figure something out, guys. There's no reason this thing can only live 4 fucking hours.
No, it's
I
insane.
don't care. I actually don't care. You can explain to me in very vivid detail what is draining the battery so strongly that it's only gonna give me 4, and I promise you, I will tell you to fucking fix it. I don't care. I literally don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. This is unacceptable. 4 hours, bro? This shit should last 8. Anything beyond that,
Minimum.
I mean, figure that out. But 8 hours, this shit should last 8 or 10 maybe. But like 4 hours makes no sense because it's like, dog, like to me, like the way I always saw is this shit should be able to last a flight, an international flight. This shit should be able to last. And now, granted, I mean, you're playing with fire, trying to play a fucking playing a Project Q on airplane Wi-Fi on Delta Airlines Wi-Fi while you try.
Nigga about
like,
to pay $30 for a 10-hour flight.
like you're listen. Listen. I always tell people. You ever seen them international flights where they got beds and shit, and it's like 19-hour
Yeah.
flight? I've been on a plane crammed in a like seat that is just not built for niggas my size for 3 hours, and that felt like forever. So I can understand a 19 hour, bro. I get it. I don't mind niggas paying $1,000 for a 20-hour flight because they like, bro, I'm living here for a day. This is a hotel
Yeah,
room in a sense.
literally. If
Like,
I do any type of international flying, which I'll have to do soon from work, I am getting first class. There's no way I'm sitting in coach for 20 hours.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
6'3", over 300 pounds, bro. That's gonna be hell.
Dog, if
I'm
I
not gonna
sit
be able
in
to
coach,
walk after I get off the flight.
yeah, nah, you're chopped. Your knees are finished, your back's finished, your neck's finished. Like, yeah, every pressure point in your body is under scrutiny, nigga. So let's jump into the first one, man. Let's jump into the first one. We got we got the Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid Delta. I mean,
That's a big one. That is huge
yes,
stuff.
sir, gigantic, massive dub.
And
I
it's not just
personally,
a.
it's a
It's not
collection.
just a. What'd you say?
It's a collection.
No, I was about to say it's not just a remake or remaster. It looks like it was built from the ground up with PS5 graphics.
Oh, that's so spicy.
Yeah, so they didn't just port some older game to PlayStation. This shit looks like it was built for this console. It
Now,
looks beautiful.
one thing I will say, and this is just me nitpicking. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to do it. They're doing the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. They have Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2. Then they have the Solid Trilogy, 1 through 3.
Hmm.
And 1 and 2 are remastered. First of all,
Oh, okay.
wonderful. I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
thank you for that. I'm gonna say something, and I don't know. I don't care if it's controversial, but I would much rather have y'all have remade or remake Metal Gear Solid 2 than 3. I think 3 was a great game. It was an incredible game. 2 was an incredible game, but I think
He's my favorite.
just based on the story and the sort of just like how important games were. Like 3, I
Right.
think it benefited from just simply coming after 2. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we took everything we did right with 2, we figured it out, da da da, and we built on that. So 3 is a better game, but I think 2 is the game to remake, in my opinion. Just strictly as a Metal Gear fan, nigga. Like I think 2 would have been like that should have been the one to remake. But a 3 remake, I'm absolutely fine with. 3 was
I
the
think
first one
you're.
that I got my hands on anyway. Like I
I was about to
watched
say.
my
I think
brothers
you're
play.
kind of in the minority because I think most people
No, that's
would
why I said,
say
like, I
3 is their
assume
favorite.
yeah, I would assume
Yeah.
that this opinion is probably not the prevailing opinion. Like, that was what I was of the belief, like, because people I mean, because don't get me wrong, I'm excited about 3. Everyone was excited. I didn't hear any like, I'm not maybe I coulda did 2. Maybe I coulda did 1. I didn't hear that from anyone. So I know that everyone's cool with 3 being the one to remake. I'm not, like and I'm not and my thing is you couldn't have went wrong. You simply could not
Yeah.
have picked
No.
the
There's
wrong
no.
game. You coulda
If y'all.
remade Metal Gear Solid 1, I'd have been fine with that.
I was gonna say if they
2
remake one and then change it to be not top down, holy shit, the internet would have lost its fucking
that's
mind.
what I'm saying. So, like, you couldn't have missed here. You simply could not have missed here. You remade 1, I would have loved it. You remade 2, nigga, that's what I want. You remade 3, I love 3 too. So
Shit,
it's like
remake 4, I love that too.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 was a PS3 game. Like,
Yeah,
it's like I'm not
PS3.
about to remake 4, like for real, for real. Like, if any, like I'm not even gonna remaster that for real. I would just touch that up and just call it 4 again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I ain't even gonna say I remastered it. I'm just gonna say here go 4 again. But listen, all in all, I mean, I'm excited for it. I appreciate it. And I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be amazing. So I'm not even tripping. Um, I think you simply could not have gone wrong with the 3 games from the original trilogy. You picked 3 because I mean, I think 3 makes the most sense to pick. I get why you
Yeah,
picked it. Um, I just know as a nigga who played them all, I would love to have. I would have. Oh man, Shadow Moses remade.
you would
Yeah,
have
that
been
would have been crazy.
screaming for
I,
2.
bro, boy, creaming ain't the
Squirting and
creaming
farting,
ain't the.
squirting and
I,
farting.
I'd have been undulating for that one. Yeah. So what else we got? We got Marathon. It's another
Um,
one.
I thought that was a new game, but people are saying Bungie announced it before, and this is the first time we're seeing it. I've never heard of this game before.
I've I don't know where. I've heard of this game before. Um, I don't know where. I don't know nothing about it. I just know I've heard of it before. That's it. Destiny 2, obviously, they're last DLC and all of that.
Man, Destiny 2, man, Cade is back. A
Yeah,
fan favorite character is back. That's why everybody was super hyped about that.
hmm
Did you see the trailer?
I didn't no, and I
You-
don't really follow the Destiny storyline too much anyway, so I wouldn't even like. I know Cade is a character that people love. I just I don't know nor really care too much.
yeah. Cade died. I don't know if he died at the end of the main campaign or if he died in like the first
I think it was
DLC.
Forsaken.
Forsake,
Yeah,
yeah. So
that might have been like the first DLC I think.
a lot of niggas were befuddled by that. A lot of niggas were downtrodden
Oh, it was the
because
third expansion. Gotcha.
damn, he died in the third expansion. Jesus,
hmm
man. But anyway, yeah, people were just super excited to have Cade back. I'm excited to have Cade back because I liked him. Even though I'm not like a super mega Destiny fan, I know enough about Destiny to like Cade and to be happy that he's back.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure, for sure, for sure. So that should look like it'll be alright. Street Fighter 6, of course. Street Fighter 6 looks good. I don't know how the gameplay will work. I know I haven't been a big fan of the gameplay since 4 onwards.
Right?
And
There was a beta for Street Fighter 6 that came out. I played it last week. Um, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it. And that's as a Street Fighter noob that hasn't played a single Street Fighter game since I think 4 probably. I didn't
okay,
even touch
yeah.
5. I didn't
So
buy
yeah,
nothing.
you probably basically where I'm at. Like I played 4 like at some point at somebody else's house, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I've never been a huge Street Fighter fan. I've always been more Mortal Kombat is 1, Tekken is 2, Street Fighter is I'll play it for free, but I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, I probably was Tekken Street Fighter. No, I can't even say that. I was probably Tekken Mortal Kombat Street Fighter. I know Tekken was always like the main fight. Well, I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom probably was the main fighting game I really enjoyed. But
Yeah.
then of these, like the 2D ones, like I'd say like Tekken probably was easily the top one. Um, what else we got? We got Spider-Man 2 gameplay with the
Man.
symbiote. That shit had me crying. Or nigga just threw the symbiote and Peter Parker looking like, yo, what the fuck?
After this, watch the trailer because that shit definitely it looks nuts. It
Um,
looks amazing.
but hold on, I'm about to send you a link. I'm about to go pee. That's why I'm sending you this link. But keep keep reading down that list of where we
All
at.
right, let's see this link. Let's see this link.
You ain't gotta go too far. Just scroll down to where Street Fighter the trailer is, and then just talk about the games from underneath there.
Let's see. Da. Verify your age to view this count. Really? Oh, this is what he was seeing before. I was born in 2011, so obviously I'm old enough to look at this stuff. All right, let's see. Metal Gear, Marathon. Destiny, Street Fighter. Here we go. So let's see. Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2 looks amazing. Um, I'm surprised that they're doing the Peter Parker Venom. Um, the only reason I'm surprised is because the first trailer we saw from Spider-Man 2, it was a teaser trailer, and we see Venom that's already Venom, and he comes out and says, "We are Venom." So I just assumed that he was just going to be Venom and be out there in the world. I didn't realize. So I wonder, there's probably going to be a time skip in this game where Peter realizes something's off about the suit. He gets rid of the suit, and then villain, and then Venom bonds with Eddie Brock or somebody.
Now, do you think there'll be a time skip, or do you think they'll actually just show that in the game?
I don't know. I just I think the part you missed while you're in the bathroom was I was saying I'm surprised that Peter's even wearing the suit because I don't know if you remember the first trailer we got for Spider-Man 2. It was a teaser trailer. It was like 10 seconds, and it was Spider-Man and Miles standing in the street, and then Venom comes out of the shadows and says, "We are Venom."
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed that he was just going to be an established character and be a villain. So the fact that Peter has his black suit and he's going to get rid of Venom at some point, and I think you're right. It might not be a time skip. It could just shit could happen in a night. Just Peter gets rid of the suit, it finds Eddie Brock, and then they go attack Peter after that.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking like they probably just had like missions having you over time, address this and deal with this and all that shit.
Yeah, I could definitely see that
Um,
happening.
what else did I see? There was that other game, that heist game. Did you see that PS5 one?
Yeah, I saw it, and I don't know, I'm conflicted on it because I feel like these devs or the marketing departments they're doing what they think people want.
Mm-hmm.
And because there's a whole movement, eat the rich, fuck billionaires, 1,000% fuck billionaires. But this seems kind of like, when the right complains about being woke and forced diversity, this game
Mm-hmm.
seems like that's what they're trying to capitalize on. They're trying to get the niggas on Twitter saying fuck billionaires, like, oh, they're going after the billionaires. Oh, I gotta play this game. That's what the game seemed like to me.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could definitely see that. I just think it will come down to simply just how immersive the gameplay is.
Yeah,
Because
if it's good, then
I
I'm gonna
know
play it.
it's I know it's supposed to be PvP. So it's like, are we doing two heist teams battling for the heist? Are we doing heist team versus what, protection, security detail? Like,
That's what I imagine. It's probably gonna be like Payday and Payday 2, where like one team is the cops, the other team is the heist crew. So you probably play as the millennials going in
not the
to
millennial.
heist. It could be Gen Z if you want.
uh,
It's the eat the billionaire niggas going into the billionaire place, and then the billionaire obviously has a militia of niggas to guard his money or whatever. So it's probably you versus a military force or some shit. It's it The gameplay sounds fun. The trailer to me was just kind of cringy.
yeah, no, the trailer looked like and I'm just the visual element of it. Like, it's definitely one of those like, oh, you're really trying to sell me. Like,
Yeah, it seems like everything in that trailer was it's just a wet dream for white lib Twitter.
oh yeah, the trailer is exactly what those folks want to hear. Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
That's what I was saying. It's what Eat the Billionaire. That's the whole trailer to me. It's just like they were literally saying, "Well, they won't give it to us, so we'll take it." I'm like, bro, this dialogue is so cringy.
He said, here we go.
But if the gameplay is fun, because I like Payday 2, so if the gameplay is fun, then I'll definitely partake in it.
What else did they have? They had a Dragon's Dogma 2, which gave me a little bit of a. It gave me like a what's the name of that game? Animusha almost.
That's
It
not
gave,
where I thought you were going with that, but continue.
it gave me like an Animusha type vibe. Let me see. Oh,
You never
Animusha is
played
also Capcom. Yeah, well, look
you
at that.
never played the first Dragon's Dogma?
Mm-mm.
I haven't either, but I figured you played it because you said you like Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon's Dogma kind of seems like that type of game.
Yeah, no, I've never even heard of Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, word.
PS3 in 2012. I've never heard of this thing a day in my life.
Interesting. I definitely heard of it. I never played it. But
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying the other day, it seems like there's been a lack of fantasy type games, like
Mm-hmm.
Skyrim, Oblivion. It seems
Mm-hmm.
like we've been lacking that in this day and age. So like maybe Dragon's Dogma 2 will be good for the gaming zeitgeist.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, listen, RPGs. You already know I'm kind of into it. So,
Yeah. Huge
what else?
RPG enjoyer.
They had that one game that looked like a fucking a Genshin Impact clone.
Yeah, I literally thought this was like Genshin Impact 2. I literally thought that's what it was.
Tower of Fantasy is what it was called. Yeah, that should look. I'm like, look, man. If y'all figure
Why are
something
y'all even
out, I'll
showing
be
this?
there. I'll be there. But like, bro, if this is a gotcha game, bro, I'm gonna commit a heinous act.
It could, if it's like a full on, like fully developed game and not a gotcha game like Genshin Impact, you'll play it.
Yeah. Let's see. Assassin's Creed Mirage gameplay, bro. I don't fucking care. I'm sorry. I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I haven't touched an Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed Revelations, the end of Ezio's story. And it seems like I was talking to somebody about it and they were saying that Ubisoft is they're making multiple Assassin's Creed games and they're trying to take it back to the old style where you're actually an assassin because the new games have like gone off the deep end and they're more RPGs than assassin games.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like this one either went back in time or went to a different area that has old school assassins again and not like Vikings and niggas in Athens.
Mm-hmm. Niggas in Athens and fighting random Spartans and shit.
That was Assassin's Creed
All of them.
Odyssey.
Valhalla, all Odyssey, fucking pick your
Odyssey was the Greek niggas and Valhalla was Vikings.
take your choice. I seen Alan Wake 2. I was of
That's
the
gonna be
belief.
a banger.
I don't know why. I was of the belief that there was an Alan Wake game besides the first one.
It was a Xbox arcade exclusive.
Xbox Arcade exclusive. Go to hell.
I played it when I had 360. It was different.
Xbox Arcade exclusive. Yo, what the hell do y'all be talking about? Yo, who
Oh, you don't remember the
hating?
Xbox arcade? You had a 360.
I did, but like, I mean, it's like be for real.
People.
Let's see. Final Fantasy 16. Oh, but anyway, so Alan Wake, I don't think I've ever really played the first one like that. This looks interesting. I don't know enough about, I guess, the background story of Alan Wake to know what the hell is even happening, but this looks relatively compelling.
Alan Wake is like. Have you seen that movie with Johnny Depp called The Secret Window?
Mm-mm.
Well, basically, it's Alan Wake is about a writer who is writing a story and it starts to come to life around him. And unfortunately for him, he's writing a horror story, so there's nightmarish abominations.
So at no point does he can't change the story?
I don't remember. It's been like 12 years since I played it, but I
Stupid
think
nigga.
he has to find pages of his manuscript and then he can change it because like
Yeah.
he already wrote the book,
Oh, gotcha,
so
gotcha. So it's like it's already coming to
it's
life
already
as he wrote
yeah,
it.
exactly yeah. Um, and it all involves darkness. Like your main weapon in the game is a flashlight and a pistol. Like there's these dark entities coming after you, and then once you start a flashlight at them, they're able to be damaged after that. It was a really fun game, and I'm excited for two because it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more survival horror like Resident Evil, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Oh, we got Final Fantasy 16, of course. I'm not gonna hold you. When I first saw the visuals for this, just I was just like, I don't know. I don't really give a shit. Like it looks good, but I don't care about the characters themselves. Then I started seeing gameplay, and I said, I apologize. I was unfamiliar with your game.
Same, because I haven't given a shit about
I haven't cared
Final
about Final Fantasy
Fantasy.
since 12. I'm not gonna hold you.
I'll argue and say I haven't cared since 10 X2.
Yeah, I respect that. I cared about 10 too a lot. Final Fantasy 11 was the online one. I didn't play that. 12 I played. Never beat, but I definitely did play.
I still have Final Fantasy 15. I got it for free, and I haven't cared enough to even play it. I'm just not a huge Final Fantasy fan. I guess I didn't play Final Fantasy 7 remastered, but this game, just like you said, I saw it. It got announced. I didn't give a shit, but the more I'm seeing of it, it is looking like crack.
hmm I know Helldivers 2 dropped. Whatever this fucking game is, I don't even know. I have no idea what this game is.
It's niggas fighting aliens in co-op.
So Starship Troopers, except
It
without
do
the.
it, nigga. I thought it was start before they said it was Helldivers. I was like, is this fucking Starship Troopers? That's what it looked like.
The game.
I
I
did
mean,
hear they were making a Starship Troopers game, so I literally thought it was that. Um, Helldivers is that game that Jordan used to always try to get us to play on
oh no,
PS4.
I
But
know. Like that's why it's so amazing to me because it's like I'm looking at what 2 is, and I'm like, I don't think the first one looks anything like this.
the first one was top down. That's why we never fucking played that bullshit. This
Mm,
one actually looks good.
mhm.
They said niggas don't like top down. All right, third person action, go.
Like I feel like if you drop a top-down game, that game better be $30 max. I'm serious. Don't make me pay $70 for a full price top-down game of anything. I don't care what it is.
Nigga, no, a top down game should not be like you said, $30 at the max. It's not even a full game.
Oh shit! Revealing Cat Quest: Pirates of the Caribbean.
I saw
Let's
it, but
let's fucking go.
it didn't hit me like straight did.
I'm copping this. It's like no. What the hell is this?
It was a cartoony cat pirate game.
No, I'm looking at it now. This shit looks silly as hell. All right, let's keep going. Oh, these are indie games. Okay, gotcha. Sword of the Sea. What the hell was this? Brand new movement mechanic. The hover sword. Boy, what? Let me see. Let me skip through some of it. I hate when y'all don't show me no gameplay and your game's an indie game. I don't know what it is. Revenant Hill. Okay, no, it's one of these games. All right. Tower of Agashboba. Whatever
Words.
that,
Definitely
whatever
just
that
said the
fucking.
words. Yeah.
Okay, graphics are kind of solid on this one. Okay, what do this game? This is like a little Ico type shit.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It looks like Amnesia.
Okay, this looks decent. Probably won't cop it, but it's psychedelic sci-fi side scroller. Okay, one of those. Shit, alien hominin. But yeah, no, I mean, so overall, I mean, between Snake Eater, Alan Wake, Final Fantasy, Spider-Man 2, Helldivers, even.
You forgot
Uh,
what was it? Phantom Blade Zero?
oh, that's not even up here for real.
Go to YouTube and look up Phantom Blade Zero.
I don't like that. Why they ain't show me the whole shit, yo? The fuck?
Yeah, I mean
Hold on.
that
I'm
was a
on the
big one.
PlayStation blog. Like that's the part that's really pissing me off. Like I'm on y'all website, nigga. Yeah, go to everything announced. Yeah, yeah. What is this? A Spider-Man? Okay, whatever. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, Project Q, Assassins. Don't care. Don't care. Marathon. Oh yeah, Marathon is a first-person shooter Bungie originally released in 1992. Okay, that was what it was.
God damn.
The Talos Principle 2, whatever the fuck that is. Foam Stars, Splatoon type beat.
I'm not gonna hold you. Niggas was making fun of that, but
Oh,
uh, a not cartoony Splatoon made for children. I might
you might
once
fuck
it's
with it.
free. Once it's free, yeah, I'm not gonna pay for it. But
He said I might fuck with it. Oh, here goes Phantom Blade Zero. Chinese kung fu, steampunk, and more. Ooh. Let's
It
see this.
looks like Ninja Gaiden mixed with Bloodborne.
I was dying. Somebody had me. They were talking about this, and they were just like, "This looks like every other boring hack and slash game with no fucking colors in the environment." And I'm like, valid. However, here's the difference. I will play all of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say valid,
Hope
but
that helps.
however, suck dick.
Yeah, not even suck dick. I'm going to play every game that looks like that. I hope that helps. Like, like I'm just simply gonna do it.
I'm the
Wait,
biggest meat writer for Soulsborne type games.
yeah, he said, wait, RPG and a bleak and punishing semi-open world. Oh, I know what you're going for, buddy. I'm signed up.
With grueling, dangerous combat. Yeah, please take my money.
I know exactly what you're going for. And here's my thing. If this is a 7, you did your job. That's all I'm looking for. You don't even got to be insane or incredible or reinventing the fucking series. I don't need none of that. Just do your job. Cat Quest, Towers, Grand Blue Fantasy. Oh, the fighting game. Gotcha. Tower Fantasy. Arizona Sunshine 2. I've never heard of these games.
I have Arizona Sunshine is a well. Most of the games you just listed are VR.
This
That's
is a
probably why I
VR
never heard of
game.
them.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
I'm
Yeah, Beat
surprised.
Saber. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
I know about Arizona Sunshine. I'm surprised it got a sequel, but I know about it.
Immortals of Avium, single player, first person magic shooter. Bro, get the fuck out of my face.
Yo, from that that description doesn't do it justice. The trailer actually looked pretty good. But that being
I'm
said,
looking. Uh, First off, why is that woman built like that?
I don't know who you're talking about, but I'm sure it's valid.
I'm so fucking serious. Why is she built like this, yo?
She built like a One Piece character.
She built like a Baki character, nigga.
Oh, she's strong.
She built insane. Why is she built like this?
You know, like the muscle mommies.
No, I listen. If you know me, you know I do. But she's just built insane. Like she built like Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay. Now I'm getting your drift.
Mm, I don't know, man. I'm looking. It's very flashy. It's got some cool elements, but this is looking like some mid.
Like Forspoken.
Mm. Shit, it could be better than that.
I'll still probably play Forspoken, which is cheap enough. It's on sale right now, but I still don't think it's worth the amount of money they're trying to charge for it.
What's it on sale for?
Like $49, I think.
Oh yeah, nah, you're bugging. Tell me when it's 30.
I was gonna say 20. Or better yet, once it's free on the PlayStation store.
Free, yo, put that as the monthly games. I'm in there.
Yeah. You know how many times I've seen monthly games that I paid full price for and just giving out for free? Should be pissing me off sometimes. Like that Evil Dead game, the Dead Rising, not Dead Rising, the Dead by Daylight Evil Dead game was a game of the month not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm.
that's I didn't mind paying for that because I wanted to play that, but still, if I could have gotten it for free, then would have been nice.
All right, we got anything else for video games?
I think not. I think we talked about all the ones that mattered and some of the ones that absolutely don't matter.
Okay. Last thing I will say is that I did hear that apparently Sony opted not to include some major PS5 games during the showcase because
Why?
apparently they're trying to do a summer game fest, and that upcoming summer game fest is supposed to have some of the other shit that they, you know,
Ah,
that they
gotcha.
kept, yeah, that they kept under wraps. So
Mm.
apparently, like Kojima is supposed to be there.
Ooh.
Jeff Keighley is supposed to be there. A whole bunch of other niggas. Like, so it's like Neil Druckmann, you know, the Last of Us type shit,
Yeah.
and all of that. So they were just saying like, yeah, okay, it's possible that they're waiting and saving some crack for their. We'll see. We will see.
I'm hoping. You just got my hopes up when you said Kojima because I'm still hoping for PT. I know that'll probably never happen, but
Yeah, that shit is gone. That shit is finished. I don't know
it's
where it's at.
gone. But Kojima could do something like that. Actually, you know what? Kojima is probably just going to announce Death Stranding too.
I'm sure he probably would. Oh boy,
But
the game we didn't pay.
but I will say, Kojima is a smart guy and he's a visionary video game director. He probably learned from the stuff that people didn't like from Death Stranding 2, and he's going to improve on it in the next game. So maybe I'll actually want to play the next one.
Hmm. I'll tell you what. When are we gonna get another Max Payne game? Hmm?
They announced that they were making a remake of one.
Like, I'd like to see it.
I was hoping they were going to have like a trailer or something because they made that announcement a minute ago, but maybe they're saving it for Summer Games Fest, like you said.
Yeah,
Because
they might be sitting on it.
they made the announcement years ago that they were remaking another Max Payne. And nothing, they have shown nothing from it yet.
Oh, apparently, Phantom Blade Zero is also a PS5 exclusive. Did not notice that.
Hey, let's go. We need some more of those. PS5 only or like PS5 and PC, just no Xbox.
Give me a second. PS5, PC. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exclusive, nigga.
I mean, but you know how you know how exclusive mean at this point.
I mean, Xbox can't have it. Literally, that's what exclusive mean.
Yeah, it's like I mean, Xbox are exclusive as in like y'all niggas can't play it.
Literally at this point. Well, I miss the days where it was just exclusive and exclusive. Like Last of Us, Bloodborne, God of War was all PlayStation only. I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, you might as well just get a PC. What games are not on PC right now? Is God of War Ragnarok on PC?
Mm-hmm.
Literally at this point, you might as well just have a fucking PC because everything is cross-platform on PC. And then you can even play Xbox games on PC. So like if anything, PlayStation is at a detriment right now. We're losing the console war. But nobody cares about that anymore. We're not in high school. There's no console war. But
Yeah, I hate niggas who still try to like yo, Mike be doing that shit every once in a while where he be trying like keep the shit going. Like, brother, I don't give a fuck. Just drop the games.
I
I
don't
don't
even
care.
know why he's doing it because he's got a
Yeah,
PC.
literally, like it's just
He's doing it just to be petty, honestly.
like I'm just like, bro, please.
But yeah, we're all adults now. There's no reason to keep a quote unquote console war going, bro. It's just play the game. Give me the game that the other console got. I don't care. If if
Yeah, nah,
Redfall was good, I would have wanted to play it.
really.
I said if it was good. I
Yeah,
obviously don't
I
want to play it
no,
now.
no. I mean, I same. I mean, look, if the game's good, nigga, I want it. I don't care. It's real simple for me. Like, if the shit's solid, then I want to play it. I would like
Yeah.
to play it. Um, but I tell you what. So what? We off video games. We got basketball. That's the last thing we got. Is there anything before then? I'm in the entertainment section of Google News. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. This is all the People magazine type shit.
Nigga looking at the tabloids, y'all.
I'm screaming. Oh, yeah, we're not covering that. Actually, no, we're not gonna cover it. But like, not Taylor Swift doing a remix with Ice Spice, and the nigga she dating was the same nigga shitting on Ice Spice.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That nigga, yeah.
Yeah, something wrong with him for real. Like
So
that nigga's
we all
actually
know
nutty.
the only reason Taylor Swift is doing this because the shit that he said came out, but trying to figure out why Ice Spice is well, Ice Spice probably just she's still a rookie, so she's just trying to get up with a big name.
Yeah, and she's under Nicki Minaj. Like she signed to Nicki Minaj, so it's like realistically speaking, like I mean, I'm sure Nicki probably told her, like, bro, this is Taylor Swift.
You gonna do that?
Like do this, take what you get from it, and if you want to step on her later, then step on her later. But like, make sure you take advantage of it now.
Yeah, go ahead and shuck and jive with the
Like,
white girl
yeah, cause
that's
she
with
gonna
the
take
nigga
advantage
that
of
actually.
you to try and rehabilitate that shitty nigga she with. So make sure you get yours out of it.
I didn't know she was signed to Nicki Minaj actually.
Yeah, she signed her Heavy on It records.
Who does Nicki Minaj have on her record label?
I think that's literally it as it stands.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All right. Makes sense why I didn't know she even had one.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Actually, let me look it up. Yeah. No, now that I've looked, it is simply Ice Spice.
I get it.
Yeah. I
Kudos
mean,
on.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, like your like Ice Spice being your first and only artist. I mean,
She got a
sky's
knack
the
of
limit.
talent.
Sky's the
Yeah.
limit at this point. I mean, you can really go anywhere from here. Let's see. Let's keep going. Oh, Dua Lipa. What man? We don't care what she was wearing. I'm gonna look later, but y'all don't care what she was wearing.
Yeah, I don't care. Send me that link.
Yeah, no, so of course I'm not about to. Well, like there's no way I cover that on the fucking pod, yo. While I send the music video of her on the red carpet over. Crazy, right? Like who would cover this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, did I ever tell you I got into an argument with some woman I knew from Tumblr over Dua Lipa? And at the time, like I mean, not even at the time. I'm not like I know like 6 Dua Lipa songs total. That was all it was. I was just like, listen, I know a few of her songs. I like the little bop. I think she's pretty. That's kind of really it. Like, it's not like I'm a fan.
What was the argument even over?
So it was nasty in hindsight. But she literally was like, we were having a discussion. And mind you, she's like a light skinned black woman from where was she from? Oh my god, she's from like the fucking Netherlands. She was like Dutch or some shit.
Netherlands.
And I remember we brought up Dua Lipa, and then I had said something where she's like, "Oh, you think Dua Lipa cute?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, she cute." Like, and then she was just like, "Oh yeah, like she got this, like her nose and da da da." And I was just like, "Okay, that's weird."
Sounded kind of insecure here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it just like I didn't even go there yet. But I'm just like, okay, well, shit, I like that little funny nose she got. Then whatever, like I'm with it. I was like, oh, you would like that, da da da. I'm like, all right, see
What you
now,
mean by that?
now
You
it's a
would like
little
that?
weird. And long story short, when I tell you, like towards the end, like it just became a scenario of like you really put on for these white women and da da. And I was like, oh my
Oh,
god, over Dua Lipa. I'm like, bro, I don't even like her like that. Like, I just think she's cute and she got some bops. That's
saying
it.
you put on for these white women is
But
crazy.
but it was so
Over
insane
Dua
because it's
Lipa.
like you telling me I'm putting on for an artist who I literally can name 3 songs from, especially at that time. At that time, I knew even less Dua Lipa songs.
Do you even need to know songs to just say she look good? I mean,
But yeah, no, and that's the other part
objectively.
where it's just like, dog, if I think someone is pretty or cute or whatever, like, dog, it like, and that's the part. Like, imagine if a woman's like, oh, Jonathan Majors, I think he's so handsome, and I'm sitting up here, what? You think that big fat nose nigga is like, bro? I not sound
But you
insane?
went straight to the nose. That's it's so
But
funny. You
she
went
did
straight to the
too.
nose.
Like
But
she did too. Like so
it
that's
is. But it's just the fact that Jonathan Major's nose is fat.
like, but it's like, yo, you sound insane going taking that route when it's
Yeah.
just like, bro, like, I wasn't up here slurping Dua Lipa. I wasn't up here, oh, she the baddest white girl that's ever existed. You understand? It's no white girl's badder than her. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, oh yeah, like she got a couple joints I fuck with. I like her song. She kind of cute. I'm with it. Fucking with that. Then it's like, I mean, I guess, like da da da. I'm like, oh, okay, like okay. But then it's like the more I was just like nonchalant and like playing neutral, like the more
She was
mad she
getting
got.
madder
Yeah,
because
like
people be wanting a reaction, and when you don't care about what they're mad at, it makes them madder.
yeah, I'm just like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's no world I'm gonna live in where I don't think she's cute. And other than that, like that's all I got. Like again, I didn't say I would do anything for her. Like she's the bad. Like I just think she's cute. That's all I got. I just don't know how to fight you because I'm not gonna change my opinion on that because I've seen her. I think she's cute. Like it's just that simple. Like I'm just like I
You
don't know what
trust
else
my
to
eyes
do.
here.
Yeah, literally, I've been trust the fucking eyes that I have here. Like I don't know what else you want me to tell you to do. But she was cooking, like going crazy, like, and I'm just like, all right, man, look, like I don't know. This seemed like a weird scenario where I ignited something in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she definitely has some shit to work out.
Like me saying Dua Lipa was cute sent you to some spot or some place that you didn't want to be in, and I'm just like, yeah, listen, I don't know what to tell you. That's your shit though. I'm sorry for thinking Dua Lipa's cute. I don't know. My fault.
My fault, OG.
My fault, OG. What else? What else? Oh wow, this entertainment section is terrible. What else? What else? I know the actors were considering joining the writer strike. I get the feeling that won't actually happen.
Hell
Um,
no, you know it's gonna be hella scabs on the
yeah,
actor
yeah.
side.
I get the feeling that won't actually happen.
Niggas need to check.
What else? What else? What else? Don't care. Don't care. I don't even know who this is.
I'm honestly surprised the writer strike is still going on. Like these niggas ain't caving to their demands yet.
No, because I think for this, like the studios are willing to lose whatever they gotta lose because they're looking at it like, dog, this is bigger than just a number amount y'all are asking for. I need y'all to know y'all place, to know y'all
Yeah,
role.
literally.
Like that's what this. So it's like I will sacrifice whatever money it takes to remind y'all of y'all place in this whole ecosystem here.
Did you ever look up what the writers were actually asking for?
I did. It wasn't
They're
much.
asking for nothing.
Yeah, and what they're asking for, y'all could have given them in what you've lost already. But that goes to show that
It's a
this is not
principle
about the
thing for
number.
y'all.
Yeah, it's about the principle.
Y'all just evil dickheads. These niggas want the bare necessities, basically.
I'm so sorry. I'm on Google right now in the images section with Dua Lipa typed in, and I'm just kind of mad at her for
Oh, this
how she
nigga.
this. I'm sorry. Like I'm not gonna listen. Let me just get out of here. Let me just get out of here. That's right, because I'm not gonna
You
turn
about to
into
derail the whole
I'm not
pod,
gonna
yo.
turn into the milk magnate. But it's like, dog,
Is Dua Lipa even white?
she is.
She's
She's
from.
English. She's English and Albanian.
It's them Albanians. They be looking kind of not
Not it's
white.
those Albanians. Name one other Albanian. Like it's them Albanians. Mother Teresa. What? Oh, Mother Teresa really Albanian. That's hilarious. Oh, Eliza Dushku. Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know who that is, but I know that name. Was she
I've heard it
dating
too.
somebody?
She's an
Was she
actress. Oh, I've seen her. Where is she from?
Albania?
Oh, no, no, no. Shut up. She was at Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's where she's from. Gotcha,
Wait,
gotcha.
oh, is she Buffy?
No, she was Faith.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
a crazy name though.
Rita Ora is Albanian. Okay.
See, see,
Okay.
ain't no way. See, proven point. Cause ain't
Okay.
no way. I didn't know that shit.
Okay. All right. No, you won. BB Rexa is Albanian. Huh.
Rita Ora is. I feel like a lot of my life is a lie for some reason. I
She's Albanian
swear.
and something else. I think mixed.
Okay, it's just
Albanian
something
and
else that I'm seeing. But it's Albania. Don't take away from that. I was right.
maybe she's not. I don't know. But BB Rexa is another one.
Who's
Again, I'm
that?
not. She's a technically a country singer, right? She's a
How
singer
you?
in general, but how do I what?
I was gonna say how you Albanian. You from another country and you singing American country music.
Let me see. BB Rexa is not a American singer and songwriter. Da da da. She was on oh, I didn't know she was on this one.
What's that?
The Monster with Eminem in 2013.
I couldn't tell you. My Eminem ticket was punched by that point.
Well, she won a Grammy for that song, so that was
Oh,
also out.
okay.
Yeah, her father Flamour. That's an
Oh,
insane name.
Flabo.
That is insane. That her mother Bukuriji. That is crazy.
So she's not mixed. She's 100%
Yeah, you are
Albanian.
Albanian, baby.
Flamor
Like,
and Bucarici.
you are Albanian, sweet sister. Like, there's no way around that one. But yeah, no. I mean, I guess shout out to Albania.
Shout out to Albania.
Very random shout out. But I remember I was crying because I was reading not like you know the movie a Serbian film, right? The horror movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the snuff film basically.
The snuff film, yeah.
And I remember reading the thing about this, and there's a dude who criticized the director of the film, and when I tell you, I was crying because like he was whooping this nigga. Like I was like, why was he so angry? Like,
Did you see the movie? That's why he was so
no,
angry.
listen, no. I read the plot synopsis of the movie, and I said, I fucking hate niggas like you, yo. Like I hate motherfuckers like you who make stupid fucking films like this and then sit up here and pretend it's about some political message. Just shut the fuck up, yo. Shut
Oh,
up.
this is the most disturbing film of all time to send a message, brother.
Bro, it wasn't even just that. It was what the director himself said about the movie. And I was just like, my nigga, I'm gonna strangle you, yo. I'm gonna drop you underneath the water and not let you come up, nigga. Like, so literally, like, right, so all of this shit happened. The director, he responds to the controversy by saying, "This is a diary of our own molestation by the Serbian government.
Dog, shut
It's
your
a
fucking mouth.
it's about the monolithic power of leaders who hypnotize you to do things you don't want to do, things you don't feel right doing. You have to feel the violence to know what it's about." Right? So that was his goofy ass take on it. And so there was a Serbian actor, director, and producer who responded to it. And he said, I have a problem with this film. I think it's shallow and I think it's plain wrong. And my problem is with the director in particular. And then this is where he started cooking. I've got a
Ooh.
serious problem with this boy whose father got wealthy.
Boy,
Yeah, call him a boy. That's where he really chopped this shit up. And I'm trying to figure out like their age differences. I'm gonna see that real quick.
they're the same age. You just wanted to disrespect
I'm
them.
yeah, probably for real, for real. Like old boy was born 63, so he kind of old for real. When was this? Directed by? Oh, that's not the same name. Holy shit, you Serbian names are crazy. Serdan Spasic, bro. How do I write that?
Victor Oladipo.
Thank you. This guy was born in 76, so he's 13 years younger than him. He is a boy technically. But anyway, he's born in 76. The guy's still fucking 40. Like at this, well,
Yeah.
30 something at this point. But this was released in 2010. So in 2010, he was what? 24? Literally?
So he definitely was a boy.
He was literally a boy. All right, okay, gotcha. But anyway, so hold on. Where is his critique? But yeah, he cooked it. And he was like, I've got a serious problem with this boy whose father got wealthy during the 1990s. And I have nothing against making money, but I know how money was made in Serbia during the 90s.
Ooh, he been to
Now,
get the
yeah,
cooking.
now I had
Ooh.
pause right there because I was just like, oh, he talking
He
about,
finna say some real shit.
oh. And the
Yeah.
funniest part was I remember looking it up, and again, I'm not gonna go into detail on it, but if y'all want to, read something about it, the Yugoslav wars lasted from 1991 to 2002. So when you say your father made money in Serbia in the 90s, I get a good feeling
This nigga was a
about,
war dog.
yeah, about what what your daddy did to make his money. Um, you know, um, and his dad bought a tiger. If you really want to look into
His
it,
dad. Oh, he bought a tiger.
no, his
Oh,
dad
man.
didn't really buy a tiger. I was about to do that thing where they like Google search and it's like something different. Like Google
Okay.
search Arkansas tigers to read more about it. Um,
Oh man.
yeah, no, don't worry about it. Just Google search Arkansas tigers if you've got some time and want to read about some war crimes. But what else? But I know how money was made in Serbia during the 90s, and then he pays for his son education abroad, and eventually the child comes back to Serbia to film his view of the country he had never lived in, using his daddy's money, and he even has the nerve to call the whole thing a Serbian film.
Oh no.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's
Pack this
cooking.
nigga up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah. Pack
cooking.
this
To
nigga up.
me, that's a metaphor for something quite unacceptable. The second generation comes back to the country and using the money that has been robbed from the people of Serbia, smears the very same people by portraying them as the worst scum of the earth. Now I was like, yeah, he's
Oh
really
man,
cooking,
he's
right? There's
spitting, yo.
there is one sentence left, and as soon as I read this sentence, I was like, yo, he's sick as fuck, yo. Holy. He said, when the first generation of the Rockefellers finished robbing America, I was like, hey,
Ooh!
I was like, hey, this thing. All right, time out. No, time out. Wait, mercy rule. Mercy
Let him
rule,
get up.
yeah.
Let him get up.
Yeah, bro, you got 1, 2, 3. Like, we gotta get the count going, bro. You can't punch him while he down. But he said when the first generation arrived, now that's the one thing I did. I disagreed a little bit, but I understood what he was going for. But when the first generation of the Rockefellers finished robbing America, the second one built museums, galleries, charitable organizations, and financed America. But in Serbia, we're seeing every segment of society continually being taken apart. And for me, this movie is a paradigm of that. I've never met this kid, and I really don't want to either.
Called him
Since
a
that
kid again.
since that meeting wouldn't be pleasant at all. He was on his ass. But the part that killed me about the Rockefellers is I was like, no, they did build museums, galleries, charitable organizations, and they continue to keep robbing America. But I get what you're saying. They at least, like, y'all stole from us, but at least had the wherewithal to be like, all right, we do have to, like, I don't know, try to reputation launder here, right? So let's build some
Yeah.
things. Let's try to help some certain people out. Like, nigga, in Serbia, they probably was just robbing niggas, came back and said, let me get my shit again.
Yeah, listen, get over it, nigga.
Yeah, let me get my shit off a second time. But yeah, no, I remember reading the plot for this movie, and I was just like, bro, I feel like, yo, if you watch this, like, no bullshit, I'm gonna cause irreparable harm to you. Like, I think if you willingly choose to watch some shit like this, bro, you can't. I'm not gonna be cool with you. I don't. I'm good. I'm not friends with you. I'm not a fan of this. Like, and this is
This
where,
shit.
like again, I always like, cause I remember back in the day, I used to judge niggas who loved horror movies. You, but
Yeah.
and
I'm a
this is like,
sick and depraved individual. Yeah.
well, yeah, well, I mean,
Okay.
well, doing the pod, I've learned that, but it's one
What
of those
did you
things where,
mean
like,
by that?
I mean, I've learned that. I simply have heard. Listen, if I speak on politics now, we'll see. We'll see. We'll
You
see. You
feel the
know?
same way though. What?
Yeah, but I just
You just
simply
not
have.
willing to say it. Oh, so I'm the
Uh,
bad guy for saying what needs to be said.
he says what everyone thinks. You know who else they say that about?
You- Hold on now.
You know
Hold
who else
on.
they say that about? Well, he's just
This
saying
is
what everyone thinks.
this is blatant character assassination, and I will not stand for this.
Well, he's just saying what we're all
You know,
thinking, right?
he's the new guy on the block. He's here to shake up big business
No,
and
he's
and
not part of the establishment.
these lawmakers resting on their laurels.
But no, like, it's like, but then as I got more into it, I started, 'cause again, my idea of horror films was just two things, like gratuitous body horror and like just despicable scum shit, or jump scares. That was literally all horror. And I'm
Oh
not gonna
yeah, you
hold you.
had like
That is,
no nuance. Yeah, just
I'm
yeah.
not wrong. Like, minus some of the newer elements of horror, I would still say that's like a relatively solid summation of most of the horror films that you see. Like a good 70% of them, like the ones that make theater like premieres and shit, like that type of shit. But the problem was I wasn't really leaving room for that. The fact that a lot of these horror movies touch on themes,
Yeah.
social themes, and some of them don't like get into it, but they touch on these themes. And
I mean,
so,
look at Candyman. That was
oh,
wholly
literally,
about
yeah, yeah,
African
literally,
American
yeah, yeah.
struggle.
Like
Yeah.
something like Candyman is a perfect fucking example of, like, if you were just watching this movie through a horror lens, you would have fully missed the fact that there's commentary here.
Yeah.
But
A
I
lot of
think for
content.
me, there came a point, like, and it's probably around Human Centipede and all that other shit, where I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. These niggas are not okay. Like,
Yeah, no, that movie has no commentary. That's just a movie that said them niggas were high around the table and said, "What if we just stitched a lot of niggas together?" That's scary, right? That'd be terrifying, right?
yeah, like,
That's one of them's. That's one of
and so
them's.
there, but it's like, if that's like that, between that, what's that? Oh, I can't remember the name of the movie. It's like, it's a guy who dresses in black and white, and he like just rips people apart in like these insanely weird ways. Like, he's almost dressed like a clown. What's his name?
Oh, Terrifier.
The Terrifier. Yeah. First off, The
Yeah.
Terrifier. Like, bro, you're watching a series called The Terrifier.
Now I'm
The
not gonna hold
Terrifier.
you. I do like a good horror movie with commentary, but every once in a while I'll just watch just a gore fest. Terrifier and Terrifier too. Them niggas, them movies, they deliver on the gore.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen scenes from. I think it was the second one. Chris Jericho. You know what? You know what? I'm not gonna really do this. I'm not gonna really do this because I don't know why Chris Jericho's in one of these Terrifier movies, and I'm never gonna find out. That's the beauty of it, right?
You mentioned a scene from the second movie. The second movie, they upped everything from the first movie. Like, there was
Fucking
one scene where
Chris Jericho. Like, what the fuck, man? Go
there's
ahead.
a
Yeah, go
scene
ahead.
where he basically tore this woman apart in her own bed, and
Oh, I
then he
saw that
left the
scene. Yeah,
room.
that's the scene I saw.
Yeah, he threw salt and bleach on the wounds. Nigga, like this is a sick Negro. This is a deranged individual. But even a movie like Terrifier, still it might not have a message, but it has an underlying theme.
Mm. Mm. I hate you niggas.
Same,
'Cause,
same.
bro, Terrifier 2 is 138 minutes, yo. Oh my god, yo.
You know, it's niggas be talking about time in movies, and when I'm watching these movies, I really, unless it's a bad movie where I feel every minute, every second of it, I never really pay attention to the time. Like a movie, like I don't know,
I just
like
think you know
if
Chris Jericho.
Dunkirk was 3 hours, I wouldn't. If it's a good movie, I'm not going to notice that it's 3 hours. I'm gonna enjoy every second of
See,
it.
I feel like that's where we differ because I've watched some good movies, and baby, when I tell you,
You still
I
will.
will feel every moment of that 3 hours 26 minutes. I will feel everything. I won't finish it. In fact, when I first watched
Oh
the
no, that's
Watchmen
crazy.
movie, I didn't finish. I fell asleep 3 times watching that film before I finally got through it, and it was good. I thought it was good. I thought it was a solid movie. I simply could not fucking make it through that film the
Three and a
first
half
three
hours.
times I watched it. I was just like, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. No, no, cause no, look, cause mm, mm. Like I fall, and I tell you, I will fall asleep in the same spot, damn near every time. Like when they in that nigga, one of these niggas' cribs, and it's the masked nigga in there. Like I'm just like, bro, I can't take it anymore. I'm almost an hour in. I'm gonna
I know
fall asleep.
exactly what part you're
You know
talking
what scene I'm talking
about.
about? That shit is like 30, 40 minutes into the movie, baby. I'm getting tired every time around that same part, nigga.
You just, I don't know, you just reminded me. I need to rewatch Watchmen. It's been a minute. Watchmen is one of my comfort movies, like where I've seen it so many times that you know how you'll just turn the TV on so you have noise in the background, but you're not actually watching what's going on.
Hmm.
Watchmen for me is one of the movies. I'll just turn the show in the background, and just vibe out until I get to a part that I care about, and then I'll watch that part.
Yeah. Yeah, and what I will tell you is like, cause my girl's been putting me on to more of like the horror movies that are, cause she know like I'm like bro like the insane body horror and gore and like keep that shit on the playground. I don't want none of that stupid shit. Like
Yeah,
I'm good off of that. Like I'm all right. Like I don't want to see hyper unrealistic niggas getting torn apart. Neither do I want to see hyper realistic niggas getting torn apart. It's almost as if I just don't want to see niggas getting torn apart, right? So it's like I'm good on these. Like, if there's a scene or two where it happens, I mean, hey, look, it is what it is. Like,
she had you watch Hellraiser though, right?
the original one, yeah, sure. But
You
again,
didn't
I
watch
also watched
the.
that so long ago, nigga. I don't fucking remember what I saw. I don't even remember what I saw for real.
She didn't have you watch the remake.
No, no. We're working on like, so we watched. I'm trying to think. Like, we watched a lot of the newer horror movies. Like, let me see.
The Menu.
We watched The Menu, which I don't even know if that's a horror. That seems like more like a thriller for real.
It's a horror. It's like a horror comedy. Horror is a diverse. It's a diverse genre. That's why you can't just just straight up say fuck horror because there's some shit in it that you like.
Yeah, yeah, no, there will be. We watched that. We watched Halloween Kills, which I genuinely hated, but that has nothing to do with the horror. I just thought the story was terrible.
Yeah, I mean Halloween's been going. The first Halloween movie that they brought back was good. Halloween Kills was okay, and then the last Halloween was terrible.
Kills was the last one. You're thinking of Halloween, the one I know which one you're talking about. That one was solid. The one before this Kills, like, because
Well,
Kills
Halloween
was
Kills was the
literally the
last one.
last one.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Halloween Kills was awful. Yeah, every year that's like universally hated.
yeah,
The
that shit
the
horrible.
second one in the trilogy was okay, and the first one was great.
It's like how it was something before the Halloween something. I don't
But
remember
no,
what it
no,
was
your
before Kills.
Halloween Ends is the last one.
Oh, Ends is the last one. Oh, Ends
Ends is
was
the
bad.
last one. Yeah,
Ends
exactly.
was
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, yeah. Kills
Ends
might have
was
been
the
all
one where
right.
Michael Myers wasn't even the
Michael
main.
Myers, yeah,
It
yeah,
was the kid was
yeah.
the yeah.
And I
Ends
remember
was
my
terrible.
girl was like, "No, because like when you get into the lore and da da da," I was like, oh, "Okay, thank you. Now that I have all the lore, this shit fucking stinks. Thank you. I do
Now I
appreciate that."
can say why. I knew it stunk, but I didn't know why. But
Yeah,
now I
now that you've
know.
explained it to me, I can now corroborate the fact that this shit stinks.
Yeah, Halloween Ends wasn't good. Halloween Kills, like I said, that one was decent. The first one was
Because it was
really
just
good though.
Kills, probably. Yeah, and the Kills one, the first one was good. But what else? What else? We watched the two Mia Goth horror movies. We watched
X
Pearl
and
and
Pearl.
X. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed both of them.
Shout out
I
to my
didn't
boy
mind either.
Kid Cudi. X.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't mind either of those. We didn't watch Barbarian. I didn't watch. There were a couple other ones that we were
You should
supposed
watch
to.
Barbarian. Barbarian was good. You're not gonna expect the twist that happens in
I
it.
I I hate. I know twist.
Oh, so I mean, there's no point in
It might
watching it
still
then.
be interesting though. You never know. It
It's
might
it's
still
an
be interesting.
interesting watch for sure.
What else? I'm trying to look at the rest of these shits. Let me see from just the newer ones. And those were like I think there's maybe like two or three I'm missing. I can't think of them right now. We didn't watch Smile. Um, she
Smile. We're
watched.
talking about movies with a that have a meaning, that have a theme. Smile
Mhm.
is really big on that. That's one of that movie has a huge theme.
Mhm.
Um,
She
I
watched
really enjoy Smile.
Men. I don't know if you saw that one.
I didn't, but I heard about it. What did
She
you think about
yeah.
it?
It was she was kind of like it was a little iffy, and then the last like 30, 40 just I mean, what are you doing? Like, and
Yeah.
even she said that, so I'm like, all right, well, and then I read the transcripts, or not even. She showed me pictures, like sent me like the video of, and I'm like, what is happening? He's giving birth to what? All right, never mind, forget it. I watched Bodies, 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 which was like,
Horror comedy.
it was entertaining enough though.
It's
Uh,
see, that's not my type of movie. I saw it, but I didn't really. I just yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
I watched that. I watched. You already said The Menu. Was Nope a horror movie? Is that what we're doing?
I was gonna ask, have you watched any Jordan Peele movies like Nope or Us
Yeah,
or
I've
Get Out?
seen all three of those. Get Out. I haven't seen in a while. I don't like. I
I haven't
remember how
either.
it ended, but I haven't seen it in a while. Us is a movie. I feel like I don't know if I finished Us. I know I watched it. I don't think I like watched the last 30 minutes though. And what was the last one? Nope. I did watch Nope. I watched Megan. I thought honestly, Megan was a really fucking funny movie. Like that shit was
Yeah,
just silly. It was just silly as shit. Like, and I was like, you know what? You guys still captured horror while making this shit pretty lighthearted. I mean, I appreciate it.
yeah. I love a movie that doesn't take itself too seriously. You could just sit back and enjoy the ride. Honestly,
Like, it wasn't phenomenal. Like, I wouldn't give it some crazy, like, oh, it's a 9 out of 10. Like, no, it was probably a 7. But I think just off of sheer
as long as I'm entertained, it don't
entertainment,
matter
yeah,
much.
no, it was
Yeah,
entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. So, but what else? What else? What else? And that was, I think, most of the horror movies I've seen, like, just in the last probably like 6 months. There was a couple other ones we were supposed to watch. What was that other one? It was like Triangle of Sadness. Was that even a horror movie?
it sounds
A
familiar.
couple of influencers are I don't know. It's a comedy slash parody. Okay, I don't know. Satirical black comedy. Okay, all right. It's not a horror movie, but just knowing what happens to him, I thought it was a horror because I'm like, I don't know. If y'all get murked, that seems like a horror movie to me.
I want you to, since you're watching movies for your girl, I want you to watch the movies for me. Watch The
We
Thing.
we. Go ahead. The thing.
Watch Watch The Thing. Not only is it my favorite horror movie, it's my favorite movie. Like it's top one on my list.
2011 one for sure, right?
Absolutely not. The one in the 70s or 80s?
82.
80s.
Come on now,
82,
get
yeah.
it together.
Yeah. It's my favorite movie. I should know the date.
Oh damn, Kurt Russell, Keith David, damn, they had some niggas in this bitch.
Yeah. And Event Horizon.
Event Horizon. I know I've seen that. I don't know what that is.
It's the movie where it's got Morgan Fishburne in it. It's got the nigga from Jurassic Park, Sam Neill, I think his name. Uh, a group of niggas in space go to look for a ship called the Event Horizon that went through a black hole.
What in the world is
Um,
going on in these pictures?
the black hole took these niggas to a hell dimension, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
This looks like a movie that was probably wild as fucking flop like a bitch.
Yeah, so that's one of them cult classic movies where it came out and niggas didn't really give a fuck about it, but after years, niggas like, hold on, this shit kind of gas.
So, hey, wait, nah, hold on. He might have cooked.
He who let this man cook? Thank you.
But yeah, so all right, let's see. It ain't too much NBA news to address. I think last time we met, the Nuggets had swept. No, they hadn't swept the Lakers yet. I think they were one game away.
Now they have swept them.
But yeah, now they have swept them.
Miami surprisingly hasn't swept.
They haven't. Celtics won game 5, so now with Miami's 3-2. Honestly, I don't think that the Celtics are gonna come back. Truthfully, because I will never trust this team. With backs against the wall, I just simply will never trust this team. Because I've watched them time and time again fold and crumble and the lights to get the brightest. So don't get me wrong, I do think that, and people were like, well, if that's true, then they wouldn't have came back. Because, okay, if you're down 3-0 and you win a game, those lights are as dull as those lights can be. What do you mean? You're down 3-0. Like, no one cares. It's either a sweep or you're lost anyway. Like, we know the series as a whole would be over down 3-1. Nigga, the lights aren't bright until now. Now you've won 2 games. You whooped the Miami Heat's ass in 2 straight games. Now,
But now you're going to their
it's a
home.
competition game. So now you go to their home in a game where they're like, all right, now it's time to be like, dog, this is the game you folded. Like,
yeah.
I'm not shocked that y'all won 2 to make this a 3-2 series.
I thought they was gonna put him in the dirt.
I knew Boston would get 1. I told my brother, I was like, nah, game 4, I don't see Boston coming up and laying an egg. And if they do, then I think y'all really gotta
Y'all got some decisions to make.
Y'all got some real tough decisions to make. But I figured they would get 1, and then the second one came, and I said that's not too shocking either. I think these guys still got some fight in them, but I think the problem is there's no pressure. You're down 3-0, nigga. There's no pressure right now.
Nobody's expecting you to do it.
Now that it's 3-2 and you're 1 game away from game 7, oh yeah, now the pressure's here.
Yeah.
Now the pressure's here, and we'll see what y'all do because knowing what I know about y'all gonna fold, but we'll see. We will see. So that being said, the Nuggets got plenty of time off. And one thing I will say though is I remember seeing this video of this dude from Sports Illustrated, and apparently this guy's a doof. So, it's not like his statements on this are like super amazing, but it does speak to something, right? I think he was speaking to a larger problem that we see in the sports media, specifically NBA media. But he was basically saying, like, I'm having trouble covering the Nuggets because these guys are just unappealing. They're not really that interesting. I'm not really jacking these niggas like that. And it's just like, how could a team that makes the NBA Finals be unappealing? Like, I get what y'all mean.
I don't.
No, I get what y'all saying in terms of, like, selling these narratives are easy when you have LeBron. Selling these narratives are easy when you have Steph Curry. Selling the narratives is easy when you have Luka or Giannis or Kyrie or just established guys that we know that get clicks that people will pay attention to and watch. But my issue with that same sentiment is that you are essentially admitting to me now that I have to actually do work because the Nuggets have never been here before. And maybe it's the Heat on the other side who, I mean, they've been here before, but the narratives with the Heat are not as appealing as the Boston Celtics narratives. So now I've got to actually do my job and now find some things to talk about with these 2 teams. Whereas I could have had Celtics Lakers, which already is built in narrative, just off of the history of these 2 franchises. Then add Bron to that. Then add Bron versus Jason Tatum to that. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like all those narratives would have been so easy and you wouldn't have had to barely even work for that. But that's
True.
gone,
Yeah.
right? When there was a point where it could have been, maybe it's the Warriors Celtics again, rematch from last year. The narratives will write themselves, right? It's real easy to do that. Then it's Steph Curry's getting his second ring on his own, no KD, da da da. Like those narratives are easy, but it's when you're
Basically,
putting
niggas just bad writers and can't write
literally,
the shit.
literally. But now you're put in a position where it's like the Denver fucking Nuggets. What do I write about these guys? They were, I don't know, the best team in the West. I don't know what to fucking say. Like, and you don't know what to say because you don't actually care about what happens on that court. You're not a fan of this sport per se. You are
It's
simply
just
just
a
doing a job.
job.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
doing a job. And that's the part that's so nasty to me because it's like when the NFL has the Super Bowl, like perfect example, the Super Bowl we recently watched, like the Bengals and the Rams. The Rams LA team, they've got a bunch of stars on the team. Okay, it's pretty easy to sell that one, right? The Bengals? I mean, they're an easy team to sell once you get into who's on the Bengals. But just off the name of the franchise, the Bengals, who fucking cares about the Cincinnati Bengals? Honestly, nobody. No one cares. But they're here, they're cooking, they're performing. So guess what? For 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, we're running narratives about the ball boy. We're running narratives about the guy who moves the chains on the sideline. We're running narratives about the nigga who puts water on the Gatorade for y'all out there for y'all. We're running narratives on equipment managers, on Make-A-Wish kids, on like everybody gets a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like every single person gets a touch here. So it's like we watch other sports do this with teams that, you know, for all intents and
Really
purposes,
get
aren't
shine.
here any other time. Like the Cincinnati Bengals are not a team that NFL has ever given a fuck about until Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase make y'all give a fuck about them. And now that y'all have to give a fuck about them, well, y'all found out that the narratives are easy to write because you have a guy who just came off of a national championship in college who's like that, who's now his teammate, who's also like that. And now they're in a position to win a championship together, which they already like. The narratives are easy, right? Once you dig into it, but on its face value, who would you rather have? The Kansas City Chiefs or the fucking Bengals? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so now that's the problem you see with NBA media, where it's like, who would I rather have? The Lakers. So throughout the entire Lakers Nuggets series, after game one, the Lakers made some really good adjustments. I don't know, yo. They could come back. They might make this a series, da da da. I don't even remember what the narrative was after game two. After game three, you know what the narrative was? Nobody's ever come back down from 3-0.
Yeah, literally.
Bron could do it first. He could be the first nigga to do it. Or better yet, all right, now that he's down 3-0 and no one ever comes back from 3-0, what does this mean for Bron's legacy? Just Bron getting swept now? Does that speak to what does that speak like? And it's like, yo, there's a team here who's whooping the shit out the Lakers. A team that's never been to the finals in their franchise history. Fuck since Jokic got here. Nigga, Melo can get them to
The
the finals.
Nuggets have never been to the finals ever.
No, no. The Denver
Holy
Nuggets have
shit.
never been to the NBA finals ever in their life.
Jesus Christ. I did not know that. That's fucking nuts.
Like, so that's my thing. Like, the Nuggets have never been there. And so realistically, it's one of those things where it's just like, dog. So you got a team that's never been here, a team that's like, they've had a good couple years. You know what I mean? They've had some good seasons. You know what I mean? In the 80s, they had some solid seasons where they lost in the conference semifinals. And then in the early 2000s, they had a couple seasons where they lost in the first round or lost in the conference finals. But it's like this team has never been the team that people are like, wow, they've got something going for them for real. Like, but my issue is like, it's just like you have so many easy storylines there. Like you've got a back-to-back MVP on one side, right? You've got Jamal Murray, a guy who was going in fucking insane in a bubble, kept getting injured, and is now finally healthy and is going insane again.
Insane again, yeah.
Right? You've got Michael Porter Jr., a guy who, you know, was a highly touted draft pick who never panned out to be what he was supposed to be, but is still a crucial player on this team. You've got Aaron Gordon, you've got the Bruce Browns, like, you know what I mean? And the story of these guys, you got Christian fucking Braun, who was seeing playtime. And I've never heard of that guy. Never heard of him ever in my life. You got Jeff Green, who formerly played with Braun. Right? We got Reggie Jackson on this team. I didn't even know.
I didn't know either until I was looking at a depth chart.
Had
You
no
got
fucking
Caldwell
clue.
Pope.
DeAndre Jordan. Caldwell Pope plays, but then, mind you, Caldwell Pope was playing his former team, and that narrative got run for maybe a single game, and no one cared after that. Like, so it's just like it's so transparent when the narratives are the narratives y'all want, so it's easy. Versus, I gotta go digging for it. I'm good. I'm
I don't want
straight.
to put in the work for that.
I don't want to
Honestly.
put it. I don't want to. Nah, I'm good. I'm all right off of that. Like, I don't feel like. Well, I don't want to look up why the Heat are a compelling team because I already know why the Celtics are. I already know why the Lakers are. I already know why the Warriors are. I already know why the Bucks were. So it's like once these guys all lose and now they're all out, now I got to come up with new narratives for Jimmy Butler. What do I say about him? The coffee guy? He sells coffee. Remember in the bubble when
Nigga,
he sold coffee?
how do I know more about the sport of basketball than you? Your job is this. And
Because
you
I
can't come up with a
don't.
story with Jimmy Butler or
I
Jokic? Joker?
did
You can't come up with a story for Joker?
a back-to-back MVP who should have won again this year. You can't come up with a story for him or his
Shit, if
teammate.
anything, you can go the negative easy route and talk about how he's fat. You can put a story in that.
I'm screaming no. But
You
yeah,
niggas
no.
suck.
But it's just only like it's so nasty. Like this is their first final in 47 years, right? Like
Yeah, oh my
it's
god.
just Jokic. Then we have the whole Jokic arc of, he just passed most triple doubles in a single playoff appearance in NBA history. He beat that record. Like it's like dog, fourth player in league history to average a triple double in a conference finals appearance. Like none of those. Okay, cool. And then it's just like I don't know. Like there's so much stuff. Jamal Murray's come back from a torn ACL. How he's cooking up. Apparently, he's cooking up more than he was in the bubble.
Yeah, no, he's going crazy.
Right on the biggest stage of Jamal Murray's life, he outplays LeBron and Anthony Davis. Aaron Gordon's path, he was a 5th overall pick, and then he was musty in the Magic. Then he wins the dunk contest, and now suddenly his career has a little more juice in it. Da da da. Like even the whole Carmelo versus Nikola Jokic shit is possible if you want to do the Denver legacy.
The impact on Denver, yeah.
Like there's so many storylines that exist here, but again, because you stink and you're terrible at your game and you're a doof. Now you've got no, and it's just like, but you see this, and I hate this with the NBA because all season you watch it. And I get part of it because you have to sell games. How else do I sell y'all on the Orlando Magic versus the Detroit Pistons in the middle of the season? How else am I
Cade
going to do that?
Cunningham.
Yeah, okay, sure. How else am I going to do that? He's injured, by the way, so it's just chopped. This is a Detroit Pistons team that's tanking versus an Orlando Magic team that stinks. Like, dog, I don't. Who cares about the game?
That's not the same as the finals, though,
But what I'm
obviously.
saying is,
Yeah.
when you do that for 82 games, you don't just turn it
Oh,
off when
you
the
don't have
playoffs start.
the yeah, exactly.
You
You
don't
don't
just
have
turn
the
it off.
skills required to be a journalist anymore.
Yeah, because you spent 82 games just writing fluff, covering bullshit because you got to sell tickets to a Rockets fucking Pelicans game or a Rockets Spurs game. You got to figure it out. You got to figure out how the battle for Texas. Bro, both of those teams stink. None of them are running Texas. What are you talking about? Like you got to sell these games, but the problem is when you focus more on selling the game than the game itself, you run into some of these problems because now you're struggling to sell a game that will sell itself. You have a back-to-back MVP battling a guy who has shown, listen, the only other nigga to beat Jimmy last time was Bron. So it's just like you have the narratives right in front of you if you're watching the game. But the problem is you're not. You're watching the storylines. You're watching the circus surrounding the game. You're watching everything that relates to basketball that's not actually hooping. And
Yeah.
that's the part where it's like it becomes obvious in situations like this. Like y'all don't even care about this sport or like this sport per se.
Yeah, I'll never understand not being able to write a story around playoff Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy is a phenomenon.
It really is. It really is.
How do you not know how to write a story around that?
Well, what if I wrote that story already? Then what?
Write it. He's doing it now.
Then what, huh? Like,
Okay, all right. If you wrote that story, talk about how he embarrassed the Timberwolves, and now he's making a splash in Miami. Look at that. I'm a sports journalist.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
I think I forgot who it was, but somebody from the Timberwolves did an interview where they came out and said exactly what happened when Jimmy Butler went 1v5 against their starters and cooked them. Jimmy
Mm-hmm.
Butler went 1v5
Yeah,
against
I
a whole
saw
team
that.
full of starters, and y'all don't got nothing right about
Man,
Miami right now.
it was him and the second team, and that was it. And they was baking
Yeah,
buckets.
that's nigga. You could write thesis statements on this nigga.
Yeah. And it's like, and don't get me wrong, I understand part of that critique, but the reason why I'm gonna cook you in terms, not you, but like in terms of the
The
critique
nigga
people have
talking, yeah.
made about the Nuggets aren't necessarily a flashy team. They're not a super. We shoot a million threes. They're not a we be
They
dunking
just
and
got
yamming on
fundamentals
niggas
and
crazy.
ball
They play
movement.
good ball. They play good hoops.
Just
But
like
the
Tim Duncan, one of
I
the
was just about to
best fucking
thank you,
power forwards
there
of
you
all
go,
time.
thank you, go. Yeah, you already cooked it because boy, when the Spurs did it, it was easy to sell that, wasn't it? It was easy to sell that, wasn't it? Like, that's my whole thing. When Floyd gets into a fight, and we know Floyd fights the way he fights, it's easy to do that, huh? Yeah, I know. It's real easy. It's so easy when it's the people I want it to be. Because not Timberwolves, the Spurs played the most boring game of basketball I've ever seen. Now, don't get me wrong, I watched those games. I appreciated the fact that, like, hey, man, it's like the perfect example, right? It's like being an old college football fan and watching them old Alabama LSU games when the score was 9-6 at the end of the game. For the niggas who was there, y'all remember this. Them bitches that was, if you got a field goal, or put it this way, in them games back in the day, if you scored a touchdown, you would win. Just one. Just one.
Yeah,
If you scored 6 fucking points on a touchdown, you probably won that game.
that's because they playing good football, good
Because
defense.
they playing defense so unbelievable, brother. It's like you got to work for everything you get. Now, fans as a whole, don't tend to gravitate towards that because it's not high flying, it's not exciting, it ain't Cirque du
But
Soleil.
fans of the sport
But fans of the
itself,
sport love it, and that's the problem because these media niggas ain't always fans of the sport. Most of them aren't. Most of them are the same as ordinary regular fans are. You just got different access. That's all. You just have different access. So you feel the same way I do. Man, nobody want to see that shit, man. You ain't even dunk on a nigga, yo. I ain't even see you dunk once. I seen you shoot 4 threes last game. That's it. Like,
you know what? Say what you want about Stephen A. Because the nigga has a lot of terrible takes, but I can say he actually cares about the game because he reports on the shit that people want to. He talks about Jokic all the time. He
well,
talks.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was literally gonna say Stephen A is a great example of part of this problem because Stephen A is a narrative guy through and through. Now, don't get me
He
wrong. I
is, but
think
he still talks about.
no, he does. He does. He'll weave it into the narrative though, and that's my difference. Where it's just like
Yeah,
he's
I got
good
you.
enough at what he does to where even though he'll talk about narrative talk, narrative talk, narrative talk, narrative talk, it's one of those things where like you can't sit up here and say, Stephen A, you've never talked about how the Nuggets did da da da. No, I promise you, you will find a clip where he does, but he never gave a segment to it
It's
because
almost like he's too good of a journalist because he still puts the narrative out there.
right, like
But
he's
he talks
focused
about the
on
game.
narratives, but I'm gonna speak on. But the problem is, you don't see that anymore. There used to be a lot of niggas breaking down gameplay, breaking down
Mhm.
footage, like you used to see a lot of that on ESPN. You don't see that hardly at all anymore, especially not in pre-games. Like when there's a pre-game to an NBA game, it's just people talking and it's just narratives. Like you can
Literally.
watch it. If you've ever watched an NBA pregame an hour before the game starts, all it is "Da-da-da-da. What does this mean for Jokic's standing in the best player in the league conversation?" That's not none of that's real. What's real is I get on the court and I'm playing for a chance at the NBA finals. I understand that these narratives exist. I'm not telling you they don't. But what I'm saying is that dog, truth be told, I believe I deserve the MVP. I didn't get it. It is what it is. So at this point, I'm hooping. And y'all are talking best player in the league. You're the best player. Dog, listen, I beat everybody who's allegedly better than me, and whoever else was allegedly better than me either didn't make it to the playoffs or lost some other nigga. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a fuck. I'm the best. You can't tell me I'm not the best. So it's one of those things where it's like that's not a real argument when at the end of the day, I'm the winner. I'm the guy who was second in MVP voting, and I'm gonna probably end up being the finals MVP. I'm the best player in the league right now. I don't give a fuck what you think. There's no narrative to discuss. There's no because who else can contend for this for real? Like,
Truly.
like that's the other part. Who else can contend for this for real? Another nigga who put up better stats than me but lost? I don't fucking care. Cause beat a nigga when it matters. Like, and so that's my whole thing where it's so much narrative talk. And you see it. And to me, I feel like what happens in the NBA is like the exact opposite of what happens in the WNBA. In the WNBA, it's just hooping. There's no narrative talk. And I think it does them a disservice because you need some of the narrative talk.
Yeah.
You do need some of the building the story of, oh, so and so was cut by this coach who then went to this team and now he's the assistant manager for this team. So so and so got revenge on their mind, or like all of these things factor into it because as much as people don't want to say it, like a lot of y'all aren't fans of the sports. Y'all are fans of the drama that surrounds the sports. And I'm not even mad at you for feeling that way or being that way. But my
But you
thing
just
is,
gotta admit it.
you not just admit it, but you have to also understand that when you are a writer and you feel that way, it's gonna be totally different than just being a fan on Twitter talking shit and feeling that way.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, and that's my issue because a lot of these writers you can tell are like, dog, I love the drama of NBA. Like nothing beats NBA atmosphere. And it's like, okay, but what about the game? Well, the atmosphere is amazing. Like the surrounding storylines and the narrative, it's all amazing. I love that part of it. But do you love the whole game? Do you love to watch niggas hoop? And in a lot of cases, the answer is no. As we can tell.
Literally,
Niggas will
yeah.
see a 28-point triple double and just like, damn, yo. What
How
you
does
think
this
this do
affect
for old boy
LeBron's
legacy?
legacy?
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, what are we doing?
Damn, sick world we live in. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But yeah, man. So only thing I got left on the NBA shit is Carmelo Anthony retired, man. So shout out to Carmelo, man.
A
Love
legend.
watching Carmelo play, a legend, man, for real. Niggas was asking, is the Nuggets gonna retire his jersey? I feel like they should. Will
Yeah,
they? I don't know. I don't care. To be honest, I feel
nigga,
like they should.
before Jokic, who did you think about when you saw the Nuggets?
Yeah, and then next question before Melo, who did you think
Nobody.
about?
Nothing. Darkness. Just darkness,
He
nigga.
said darkness,
A
nigga. There was
fog wall. You gotta walk into a boss fight to
a
figure out who
fog
was there.
wall. Oh, not the Denver fog wall.
Nigga, I couldn't tell you a single nigga that was on the same team as Melo when he was on the Nuggets.
Besides JR
I forgot he was
and
there. I
Chauncey,
fuck with JR, but
Chauncey Billups was there, right? Yeah,
when was
and yeah,
well, I
Chauncey was
stopped
on the
following
Nuggets.
Chauncey after he left the Pistons. So
Yeah,
I
no,
don't.
he was on the Nuggets. I think he was there for like maybe 2 years. It
Damn,
wasn't
I'm
long.
feeling old now. We talking about Chauncey Billups I'm feeling old.
Nigga, we talking about Melo, like, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's
I mean,
already old.
Chauncey required. Chauncey retired years ago. Melo just retired. So it's the difference looking at Chauncey's career versus Melo's career.
Yeah, I mean, Chauncey Billups was also drafted. What? Let me see, 97. That's 6 years before Melo. So I mean,
Woo!
it's only
Jesus
right. Yeah, it's only
Christ.
right.
Jesus. We old.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups was in Denver from '08 to 2011. Yeah.
The 20. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't watching that shit. After you
Mhm.
left the Pistons, I just stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah, that was Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith. Yeah, that was that Nuggets team. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know Kenny Martin. I didn't know he was on the Nuggets with my. I wasn't watching outside of the Pistons. I wasn't watching basketball like that when I was younger. I didn't start getting into basketball like as a whole, watching multiple games of teams that I don't care about until I was older. I was strictly
Yeah.
just watching Pistons games when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't think I really was like a basketball head, and probably until I mean Brian going to the Heat probably was the time when I was like, oh, this shit is prime time. Like, but it was really before that. It might have been like the Celtics series when they won.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
Like, what was that?
I, st-
2010.
I still wasn't a basketball head, but I still watched Bron with Chris Bosh and D Wade. Everybody watched that shit.
Oh
That
no,
was
2010
living
is when the
history.
Lakers won. When did the Celtics win before that or after that? They won in
You talking about
2008.
Kevin Garnett,
Yeah, that
Paul
was
Pierson.
2008. Gotcha. That was '08.
Damn, that was 08? Nigga,
Mm-hmm.
that was sophomore year of high school. Damn.
Scary word.
Old.
But yeah, nah, man. Shout out to a legend, man. That's it. I ain't got nothing else.
I don't either. I'm hoping the Heat wins because I want Jimmy to get one. I like Jimmy. He's a character. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And I want the Nuggets to win one too because I like Jokic too. So next year though, because I don't think Miami's gonna get back here again.
I just don't know how Jimmy would win. Like that's my whole thing. But that's the part for
Though,
me. That's the part for me that is like that's what makes it even greater because I don't know how you would win. If
if
you
you
do,
win, if you pull
yeah,
this
if
off,
you do, it's like that brother's going crazy.
next level. Playoff Jimmy's a real thing. You know, he might be able to. He might figure something out for Jokic. I
Mm-hmm.
doubt it, but
He said new freezer. But yeah, man, that is all I got. That's it. You got
let's
anything?
get out of here. No, I'm good.
All right, well, ladies, gents, non-binary folks, and sentient piles of rubble. It has it's been a good one. It's been a good one. Episode 96, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We finna get the hell up out of here. As soon as I can find my Discord tab, actually. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right, y'all be easy.
Yeah.